Fluorspar can be an unpredictable city. Affluency doesn't mitigate its problems. In some ways, it amplifies them. This is why we're deployed. But we've seen better days.
Then why are we just now debriefing?
This mission is not complete.
I only know of her. Our lack of data collection is a problem.
Valdez, I'm aware of your investigative talents. Braxwell spoke highly of you, and that's why you're on this team. Local law enforcement handles itself very well. But there are those with abilities. Some believe themselves to be good. Others don't even attempt to act as if they are. Either way, we're involved. Not everyone will agree with our status. But that can be said for anything. May I remind you both, we're Alphacore, and failure is not what we do.
And here we go. That was fantastic. Welcome into Tuesday night's main event. Gary is the reason we're late. And even on streams he's not a part of, he gets blamed for that. So that's just how it goes. But welcome in. I cannot believe how good that trailer is, dude. It's so damn good. And so good that Gary only made us 10 minutes late. That's how good it is. But welcome in to Tuesday night's main event, a very special one because we are here to talk Alphacore. We're here to talk about the Marvels, and by demand, Gary wants to talk about a live-action Zelda movie. So he's very excited for this. He's a true gamer. He's the best gamer. To be fair, it was my fault. We were late. I forgot to set the Rumble stream up, but we're here. We're live, and we're going to get through it. But welcome in Gary from Nerdrotic. How the hell are you, Gary? What are you doing on this show? I heard me and you were fighting and Friday Night Tights was coming to an end. That's what the internet told me.
Yeah. They the internet's always right, you know. And yeah, we were totally fighting. Then Jeremy begged for me to come on the show, and I said, okay. He said he was sorry. He said the binge model is stupid and everything is fine.
All right, Gary forgets I have power to kick him on this show. You better shut the fucking up.
I just want to say, since Ryan isn't here, my favorite part of the Alphacore trailer, aside from Meth Gary, is a guy punches a woman in the first few seconds of it. That's my favorite part.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, the music.
Ryan's my spirit animal. There you go.
Ryan is your spirit animal. Dude, the music in that trailer is so damn good. It really does add energy, and it adds a level of anticipation to it. So it really is fantastic. But yeah, good to have you here, Gary. We are going to be joined by Az a little bit later as well. Silverback will be in the house, and we will get his thoughts on all of this. We got Young Rippa in the house. What's up? Do-Rag Rippa. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, do-rag Ripper today.
Do-rag.
Do-rag on, so it's do-rag Ripper today. But no, man, I'm on. Look, man, Cloud9. This campaign has been just incredible. Seeing how this unfolds, and appreciate everybody showing love as we close in on 750K, which is our next benchmark actually on that. I'm just glad people are going to learn more about this trio and Alphacore, as well as them getting some, seeing that animation, seeing what we're capable of over here at Riververse Studios. It's just been awesome. The reception has been incredible, and for us to have another successful campaign like this on, this is a rather unproven property. Considering this is the first non-ISOM book before it to do what it's done, it's been wonderful, and I just appreciate everybody showing love. But it's going to be a good Tuesday night's main event today.
Hell yeah, we're at 750. You there yet?
Not quite. I think we're at 730. Well, let's see. Let's check it out. Oh, we're at 737 is where we're at. So
all right, we
sure. Very
soon.
We'll get that.
750 before the end of this show for sure. So yeah, congratulations, man. It's great to see. Beer the Beardo in the house. What's up?
Yeah, man. Nothing much. It's been a quite interesting past couple of weeks. The past few days, actually, gotten a lot of interesting messages on Twitter. A little bit of people saying, with recent Spider-Man news, people telling me that I should, just self-delete, that I'm just a shill, just horrible. I'm just funding ESG. I'm a soy low T piece of shit, and I should just hate myself. My parents and my family should just disown me. But here's the thing: I've gained like 150 followers in the past 3 days since that's been happening. So keep it coming, okay?
So outside of the messages me and Gary sent you, what else have you been experiencing?
Those are about the only ones. Just those ones. Yeah.
To be fair, I did hold Gary back a little bit because there was a couple. I was like, Gary. He's like, think this is too far. I'm like, way too far. And then send it. But then there was more than when he first. I was like,
Jeremy told me to pace myself. You know,
like, it's okay. Just a little bit. Yeah. I appreciate you guys holding back, pulling your punches a little bit. Okay?
Hey, we try.
Thank you.
Hey, the man Rolo is back. He's been gone forever. What's up, Rolo, the Puerto Rican pistolero? Now, it's been a while since we had Rolo here, so you guys know how we introduced a Puerto Rican.
Let's go.
Pistolero.
We are also praying for the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. And we also love Puerto Rico.
What's going on, Rolo?
Great to see that again. Not too much. I'm in Studio B. I guess that's what you'd call it right now. My lovely wife and co-host of Locked and Loaded Latinos is going to do her first kick stream later on.
Okay.
So I set up the main studio for her, so that should be fun. She's going to be playing some Gears of War, but I'm doing well. So hopefully the audio sounds good over here because this is a totally different setup, but I'm glad to be back. It's been too long.
Yeah, man. Good to have you here. Good to have you back. We have diversity in the house. We have a mixed black man here, so he's not all the way black. His name's Epic Mike.
We got
that's what Rippa told me to say. I didn't say it.
It's intersectional.
Right? Rippa told me to say that.
It's intersectional. You gotta, you're trying to mix worlds and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really important. Diversity. Yeah. I remember last week I kind of called something about a certain game and a certain main character of that game getting replaced by another character in another game. It's kind of crazy how that fucking came true.
Is the game out yet?
Yeah.
It's
called Spider-Man 2. Oh, maybe it's not. It's probably called Miles Morales 2.
Wait, no, the one you're talking about isn't out
yet. Shut up, Beardo!
It's not out yet.
You fucking defended that game, and I told you what was going to happen. And now we're here.
You didn't say jack shit.
I did fucking say it. I called that shit from a mile away.
Mike, have you played the fucking game? Mike, have you played the fucking game?
I don't play the fucking game. You told me
because you don't own a PS5, huh? You don't have a PS5.
Look what they just did to Spider-Man.
If you don't have a PS5, shut your fucking mouth.
Sounds like you're coping a lot for spending all that money on a fucking book.
Guess what? I spent the money on it and I made it all back, bitch.
How'd you make it all back? Look what they just did to fucking Spider-Man. You'll never be able to play another one of those games.
Mike, you never played the game.
Yes, Beardo. Why would I want to play it?
Beardo,
You didn't play the game.
what was your favorite part of Spider-Man 2?
I think my favorite mission was probably playing as the deaf girl.
Really? Okay.
Called it.
Spray painting as the deaf girl was probably my favorite.
God
my
damn
favorite
it,
part.
man.
That was the highlight.
I would like to apologize for the echo chamber known as Geeks and Gamers. We just all agree and we all
Yeah.
get along. No fighting around here. So
I'd like to apologize to Chuck Dixon in the chat. Fuck the rest of these people.
Sorry, Chuck.
He's like, what have I done?
Steph, I like
I'm-
Steph.
I like the
Never mind. I
passion.
apologize to Steph. too.
well, we do have Steph here at My Nerdy Home. If you're interested in sending super chats because you're looking at her and you think she's attractive, go for it. Chris is also backstage. You can send super chats towards her, and as long as I don't care, like they are here to be easy on the eyes for you, along with Epic Mike. Okay, so there you go.
We're also live on
Shout out.
local.
I unzipped the shirt a
As
lot
well.
so you guys can see.
And
it.
we are live on Kick. We are live on Kick.
All right. So, yes, we're live on Kick. We're live on Locals. We're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube. And we have a special guest tonight for the first time ever on Geeks and Gamers, the legend himself, Chuck Dixon. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence. I don't know why you're here other than the fact that Ripa probably has credibility. I don't have credibility. Maybe Gary does. But no, seriously.
No,
Thank you. Thank you for being here, man. And congratulations on Alphacore.
Yeah, it's doing well. Doing well. Very pleased.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I told you this on Friday Night Tights, but and I mentioned it again right before we went live. But your comments on the Snake Eyes movie with Henry Golding, I think that was named Henry Golding, the actor, when he was basically talking about taking his mask off for the movie. I love your defense of it. It was like, it's so frustrating when that guy was like, "Oh yeah, I need to have my face shown." You're like, it's Snake Eyes. No, you don't. It drove me absolutely insane to hear that. And then obviously that movie, I don't remember I think that movie did like $40 million worldwide, which is a massive flop.
Jesus.
I mean, it was bad. It was a terrible flop, and I hate that movie with all my heart. But yes, good to have you on, and I'm looking forward to the discussion tonight. So I think it's where we need to start right now. Alphacore, Ripa, I'm gonna ask you, like, how you feeling right now? What are you thinking? And obviously, this is Chuck Dixon is kind of behind this whole thing in terms of it's his book, as you've said many times, in your characters, things like that. So how are you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling look great. Like I said, it's going into this campaign these campaigns can be a little nerve wracking for some people. More so, I guess more accurately, we just all on edge. We're ready to get through it. I mean, it was two things that we had to consider here: it's unproven property in Alphacore, but also all the technical issues that we've had. We put a lot of resources in stability, right? And we were able to have, this has been our most successful launch so far as technical stuff. And that's awesome. That's incredible. People are able to get what it is they want, no issues. And we're absolutely loving that. But, for us it didn't take us long at all to double our sales, our pre-order goal that we had, which isn't a random number, by the way. Like, it's a number that we feel good about as far as being able to make our return and grow the company. That's what we feel good about. And it's been massive that we still got 74 days left of this damn thing. And we are almost at 750,000, which, like, to everybody's point, probably get there by the end of the stream.
Let's go.
So again, appreciate y'all. But
it's
been wonderful to see this play out. I'm glad people are struggling to try to decide what cover they want because they are really enjoying them. It's been awesome. But this is all to Chuck's credit, Joe Bennett as well. They told it a phenomenal story. You guys got to see some of the interior work on the if you go on the actual campaign page, so you get to see some of that as well as just some of the story in itself. So big shout out to everybody that's already supported it. Big shout out to everybody that's going to purchase it in the future. We're very thankful for you guys. But I think Chuck, it's a good time for Chuck to kind of break it down as far as what this whole deal is about, what the Alphacore is about, because as far as I might have created the characters, but as far as like the definitive version of these characters, people are going to be looking at Alphacore #1, which is what they should, because this is really what's pushing them out. So
absolutely. I have a question for both of you. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this. It could be a potential spoiler before I ask Chuck any more questions, but is there any black girl magic in Alphacore. That's really what the audience
I
is
can
looking
confirm
for.
that is not there. Nobody says that because someone's free falling, I guess, in the air. I can confirm that is not part of the dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know if you Chuck, have you seen that clip from the Marvels trailer where Nick Fury screams at Monica Rambeau and says, "Use your black girl magic to save Kamala Khan"? Have you seen that? Yeah,
No, I have not seen that.
it's really bad. As a matter of fact, we just have like the little 2-second clip of it. This is from the trailer that was released today.
Black girl magic.
It's like they want to give us clips for our videos. I'm like, everybody's going to use that. I'm going to use it probably twice.
Black girl magic.
Black girl magic. It's so bad. It's so bad. That's unbelievable. We're going to get into that stuff a little bit later, but I guess for anybody that might not know you, Chuck, can you give us a brief background or brief history of your background and how you've ended up to become, we're all calling you legendary because you've had so much work, but for people that may not know, give us a brief kind of backstory of what all you've done.
This is going to be tough,
yeah, I know.
all of what he's been able to accomplish.
Yeah, I've been in comics for decades, writing comic books. I've written for everybody. I've written Batman. I've written SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, I love the medium. And I hold the record as the most prolific American comic book writer in history with close to 50,000 pages of comics. And, you know, I ended up with Eric because when I first heard what he was doing, I contacted him and said, look, I've seen a lot of comic book companies go under. If you ever need any advice on what not to do, please contact me. But luckily, Eric hasn't done any of those stupid things. So he's, you know, but then he reached out and said, you want to do some writing for me? I'm like, cool, let's do that.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, what do you think with everything we've seen from the Rippaverse so far and how well he's done? Has that been mind blowing from your perspective, or is it just kind of it's just successful because you've been in the game forever? So for people like us, I mean, I'm on the outside looking in, and I'm friends with Eric, but it's unbelievable what he's been able to accomplish, and I've seen him kind of build this from the ground up. What have you thought of seeing all of this take place from your perspective?
Well, I mean, it's just, you know, like I said, he hasn't made any of the mistakes that rookie comic book guys usually make. You know, the saying is in comics, if you want to make $1 million in comic books, you start with 2 million. And Eric's reversed that trend. He's actually multiplied his cash by being smart, by growing it small, concerning himself with quality, you know, not rushing in with a bunch of substandard material, and also heart. I mean, he loves the medium, and it shows. I think that's the problem with comics today. A lot of them are being produced. The mainstream comics are being produced by people who either don't like comics or actively hate comics.
Mm-hmm.
So
and the fans.
and that's where we are. But we got to get back to the people who love them. I've been doing this forever, and I love it. I love it as much now as when I first started.
That's awesome, man. And so what can you tell us, a brief kind of outline of Alphacore and what you've done with that for anybody that's interested?
Well, the basis of it, you know, Eric just said, you know, these guys are super cops. You know, they're the law in Florist Park. And I just ran with that. I just wrote a police action story that has, you know, superhero elements. You know, there's a tension in the story that Alphacore is seen as just a blunt force instrument, but they want to be real cops. They want to be involved in investigations. They want to be involved in police procedure. And that forms the basis of the tension within their group. And then we got a shitload of like new villains and threats. There's mystery, there's suspense, you know, the whole nine, everything you would want in a police thriller, plus tons of Joe Bennett destruction.
That's awesome.
I mean, he just destroys shit like no other artist I've ever seen.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I mean, and if anybody else has any questions for Chuck, obviously feel free to jump in. I know Gary's our aficionado here with comic books. So, right. And the best gamer and the best gamer. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, Chuck, but Gary is a professional gamer and he doesn't like to talk about it. He doesn't like to promote it. And he plays dumb when he plays video games to kind of offset his greatness. It's all a big act. but he's actually one of the best video game players on the internet. He just doesn't like to, brag
This
about
is true. I like to remain humble because I don't want other people to feel bad, because not everybody's good at everything. Like Chuck, Chuck's a prolific. Chuck is the Jack Kirby of comic book writers, and he knows this. But he'll throw out. I did 50,000 pages, but I'm still a regular guy. He doesn't want to make the other writers feel bad, and I feel the same way as a gamer. All the hours I put in, I'm basically the Chuck Dixon of gaming. I just want to
Dixon of gaming. I love it.
Oh my God.
But you got to remember to remain humble.
Oh my God. The Chuck Dixon of gaming, Gary from Nerdrotic. Remember that one right there. That one's going to be a big meme for forever. Right there.
Absolutely love that. Nah, man, like seriously though, this like to Chuck's point, like Joe, his artwork is incredible. In fact, he did this. This is the main cover, the cover A. He actually did the artwork for this cover. So this is how the interior work actually
let me full
looks,
screen
inside of it. And it's unbelievable, man. He's just very talented
next level
at what it is. There's Myth Gary right there. As
fully powered, by the way.
Fully powered Myth Gary there. But no, this book it's an incredible book. You guys are gonna love it. It's 96 pages, it's massive. And it's fucking Chuck Dixon, man. The man knows what it is that he's doing. And I'm blessed to even have him be in this position that he can help flesh out this world. And I think that's an important part of what it is that Chuck's doing, not just with this story, but with the future stuff as well. And that, we're ground level here. That's the fun. That's part of the fun, right? Is that, we're not starting with 50 years of history. This is like ground level. So it's all about fleshing it out. So especially, I think, of the books that we've released, because ISOM 1, you get a little bit of that, but of the books that we've released so far, not just because it's fucking Chuck Dixon, he knows what he's doing. This up to now is it really serves as kind of almost a universe flesher, in the sense that you get more context of what's going down, how Flores Park is, but also how Alphacore and how they play kind of a role in that is and that's important with not just that storyline, but with the Flores Park as a city as well, because Yaira's back, Alphacore is there, that's where Isom or Avery Silman is, that that's where those characters are. So he does a phenomenal job of just kind of fleshing out this world. So it's great for like guys that are just getting in to be able to read that, man. It's just so good.
Absolutely. And look who showed up. The Silverback is in the house. What's up, Az?
Hey,
how you doing, man?
Oh, look at that. Sir Charles of Dixon. There's a privilege as always.
Az, did you hear what Gary just said? He said he's
the like what fucking Eric said on my stream earlier. Then
no, this is worse.
Yeah,
Gary,
we gotta play the
Gary,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Pull it up. Pull up the clip, because I don't know what y'all are talking about, because I had bad reception. When I commented, because I commented on the stream, but then my reception was off because I was out. But Gary just said he's the Chuck Dixon of gaming.
I can laugh with you guys. Everybody laugh. But, I was born with this God-given talent. All right. And,
There you go. No pride, just fact.
No apologies. Yeah.
Oh, man. Az, what have you thought about seeing all the success of Alphacore in this first basically 24 hours that we've seen? It's been pretty damn special.
I can't believe how many L's Eric's taking right now. Just back to back now, It's unbelievable. It's great. It's absolutely wonderful to see. I never had any doubt with Alphacore whatsoever. To me, that was the thing I was most intrigued about in ISOM, the book I never read. What's your favorite part of it, by the way, Jeremy? What's your favorite part of Ice? Anyway,
I can't even let me answer now.
Yeah. And then once it was announced, of course, that Chuck was going to write it out, eye level just went from. So I had no doubt. I said to Eric before the campaign, I said, this is 7 figures, no problem. This is 7 figures. Yeah, and it's going to be 7 figures, no problem. Which is wonderful to see. I'm just very, like I said earlier, I don't, there's going to be some cross-pollination with the stream earlier today, so I'm going to try desperately hard not to repeat myself, but it's genuinely the first time in a long time I've been excited for comics. I just feel not just for myself, but I feel the buzz with everybody that's involved with the Rippaverse, from the employees as well. There's such a great bunch of people there.
I got to meet some of them not too long ago.
Yeah, they all seem. I obviously game with Kara as well, and she's great girl. It's because I'm an old shit.
It's Kara.
Kara.
It's Kara,
It's
she
Kara.
was hacking last night on Party
100%,
Animals, by the way.
yeah.
She was
Yeah,
hacking.
she won, you lost. Yeah.
She was hacking. She was hacking. Confirmed. Okay, confirmed.
It's
Yeah,
Kara.
so to feel it from the people who are excited about what's coming up for the Rippaverse, from the audience, from the people, literally, it's like kids in a toy store at Christmas just clamoring for the goods, sticking in, and it's just brilliant. It's very uplifting. It gets you motivated. It gets you excited. It makes you, as a a content creator, fuck out of here. As a knobhead with a microphone, it makes me say to myself, like, what could you do? What could you do better? What could you do more of? How could you improve? What could just makes you sort of ask those questions of yourself.
Yeah.
And this is already a massive success. It's going to be a colossal success by the end. And then you think, what comes after it? Yaira is literally following straight afterwards. And there is a lot of people excited for Yaira.
Yaira feels like it could be the most popular character in the whole universe.
There's a good possibility,
It really does.
But speaking, I've spoken to the Soska sisters recently over the last few weeks, quite a few times. We've had quite about everything from gaming, to comics and whatnot, and both of them seem like absolutely fantastic people. So I'm looking forward to. I picked up their Black Widow because I got to do my research.
You got to read.
Yeah, looking forward to reading that. Looking forward to seeing what they're about as actual artists. And when I say artists, I mean creative artists, not literal artists. But as people, they're fantastic, and it's nice to see the front face of a company actually embracing their audience. Again, something I haven't seen for a long time. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm happy. It couldn't happen to a better person than Eric. It really couldn't.
Hell yeah. Well said, sir. And Mike, what are your thoughts on all this, especially with you got Epic Verse going on? And I know you, can I say that, like, I'm not going to say specifics, but you did show us a little bit of a pretty interesting clip before we went live from Epic Verse. And it's pretty damn badass. So
it's already hard enough to create anything from scratch. I remember talking to Eric before Rippaverse launched, and he told us, like, this is my plan, this is what I'm doing, and I was like, fuck, that's crazy, man. Like, this is gonna be huge. And but it's another thing when not only do you like create something, but you create something at the level that Rippa did. Like, he wasn't just coming out here going, yeah, hey, I made a comic, isn't that cool? He's like, no, fuck that, I'm making a comic company, we're doing this, I got a plan, we got plans for, like, not just right now, but in the future, and what this is gonna look like and how we're gonna expand. And bro, like, it's crazy. I mean, like I said, he kicked off the doors to this whole parallel economy in a way that I don't think anybody expected him to. And one of the things that I commend him for the most is the fact that he never once has said, like, hey, cool, I'm making my comic book company, don't go out here and try to do the same thing. He's like, no, go be great, go make your own shit. Like, I'm paving the way for you guys right now. Like, fuck, get behind me, let's fucking go. And that's the best way to do this. That's the only way that you, when he says we will win, he's not talking about his company, even though they're fucking winning hand over fist every time they do anything, but he's talking about everybody.
Absolutely.
And that's huge, man. Like, that's not typical in this industry most people in film, I don't know what it's like in comics because I'm not in comics, but in film and stuff, everybody's looking to backstabb everybody else. Everybody's looking for
can speak to that 100%
Yeah.
with comics. Yeah.
Everybody's for themselves. Everybody's got, keeping their stuff close to their chest. Nobody wants to share anything. Nobody wants to talk about it. And everybody's waiting to steal somebody's idea or something like that. But no, man, this is crazy. This is unprecedented. And all it's done is, make me and Josiah like put our heads down and work harder at what we're doing to get better at our craft and to make sure, because this is the other thing, people like Chuck Dixon and stuff going, hey, we're not just jumping on because we feel like jumping on because somebody's making a comic. They saw the quality and the effort and the realness that Eric was putting forward, and that's why they jumped on board. And it's like, man, it's just set a standard for everybody. This is how you get started.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm fucking pumped.
Hell yeah. It has. It's been awesome to see. And Rolo, I know you've known Rippa for a while now. He's the only reason you're at G&G anyway. Called him up. If he would have said, nah, that Rolo guy, Rolo and Joe, they're not cool. He actually was like, no, they're cool as hell. I'm like, okay, cool. But, it's been
awesome. The first 2 issues of ISOM were obviously great. I love them both. I got multiple covers, and I love somebody that's known Rippa for a few years and kind of seeing the evolution of Rippa as a musical artist and, a freedom commentator. And now seeing this other creative aspect of him is just pretty, he's a Renaissance man. That's really the only way to describe it. And it really is inspiring because he shows that you can excel in different fields. So you can be a commentator when it comes to politics and, news, world events, things like that, understand history and economics. And then you can bust out badass vocals in a band. And now to this, this effort that he's put in here with creating a company from scratch and then having 2 massive campaigns, now a 3rd that have been very successful. I mean, I'm proud of you, man. It's awesome. It's great to see. And, Chuck, obviously, being a legend here, contributing to that just shows how you can basically do anything. That's really what it is. And it's really inspiring to see.
Absolutely. I almost titled the stream this tonight. I almost said the real Tuesday night tights is what I almost titled it with Gary and Az being on. But I was like, yeah, because Az texted me back when we were texting. He goes, I'll be on for the real Tuesday night's main event. And I was like, I almost titled it that. So, but Beardo, what are your thoughts on all this? As a Batman fan who's got the legendary Chuck Dixon on here now, what do you think about all this?
Man, it's just surreal. It's inspiring, and just a guy like Rippa, just, he's not like this immortal, untouchable kind of guy where you can't, speak to him and
that's Gary.
He's just one of us. Like, that's the thing. Like, Rippa's one of us. Like, if we do a gaming stream and we say, hey, Rippa, get the fuck in here, like, me, you and Rippa, we played Fortnite for like 4 hours the other night.
This dumbass Rippa, when he was working on the first ISA, would like hit me up and he's like, yo, y'all play Mario Kart for premium where we got like 30 people. I'm like, what is this retard wanting to play Mario Kart for 30 people for our premium? Remember, he getting in there and we're just mixing it up like our lives depend on the end of the race. Go ahead, though, Beardo.
So yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, several multi-million campaigns, and this, like Az said, this is going to hit $1 million easy, and up some. It's unbelievable. It's inspiring, and just Rippa being one of us and just relatable and one of the bros, and being here with Chuck, just an absolute legend. Like, man, it's surreal, but man, it just shows that there's so much opportunity out there. There's so much opportunity to be creative and to just absorb this kind of just space that we're in. It's really something else. It's something special.
Well, and what it does show is that the people that are watching our streams and supporting our channels, they actually are looking for real entertainment, and that's really what it comes down to. You're not looking at a bunch of just people that are looking to be angry for the sake of being angry, like a lot of our critics or Hollywood likes to paint. The chat here, the chat on Nerdrotic, the chat on Az's channel, everywhere. This chat, these people are looking for good entertainment. If you put something forward, they're going to support it. They just are. Yeah. And that's the bottom line here. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is the coolest thing about all of this is just a few years ago, none of us had, I would say none of us had a big channel a few years ago, like 5 years ago, and maybe I know Ripa's been on YouTube since Gary was born.
I crossed 100,000. I think at the end of 2018 was when I first got my 100,000.
Yeah, because you didn't have 100K when me and you met, right?
Yeah, no, it was like right at the end of 2018. I think I first hit 100,000.
Yeah,
you know?
and so and so we've all just been going through this with everybody else, watching the entertainment industry fall apart right before our very eyes, watching our favorite characters be mistreated in different perspectives, whether that's in comics, whether that's in movies, whether that's in video games. It's happening all across the board. And now we've ended up in this place here. And I think this is just, again, as I tweeted out the other day, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. And especially
just the beginning.
It's just interesting. It's just a little interesting. The timing, Gary, there's a movie coming out in a day or two. And that movie seems to be the beginning of the end, or maybe it's the end of the end of the MCU. What do you think about that, Gary?
The universe unfolds as it should, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All of this stuff happening. There's a book written by Marvel that kind of roasts them a little bit. An article roasts them kind of. Both of them, Ryan said this too. Both of them, I think, are leaked by Kevin Feige because a lot of the roasting, little of it has to do with him, which is strange. But then South Park coming out, and not once but twice, Marvel leaning into the meme. From the article, we learned that Blade was going to be the fourth character in his own story. Chuck, Blade, the guy who the Daywalker who hunts vampires and kills vampires, probably the simplest fucking movie to make, story to write of all time, is the fourth character in his own movie in the script that they rejected, with 3 other women, and it's a story about life lessons, which is very and people are like, how shocking. I'm like, no, that's been Marvel for the last 4 years. It's actually very consistent. But they put 3 chicks in it, made it lame and gay. But then the Marvels trailer comes out during Monday Night Football, and all of a sudden it's not this goofy Marvel thing.
Oh, no,
it's very serious. And the first 25 seconds are other superheroes that aren't going to be in it, like Iron Man and Captain America.
Yes.
And they directly relate. Okay, Darben is now they made Darben a chick. Not sure if she's gay. She's definitely lame.
She's thinking about it. She's definitely thinking about it.
It's the girl version of Ronan the Accuser, right? So I'm calling her Woman the Accuser. And she's terrible. But they tried to make her, the trailer relates her to Thanos, like she's finishing his work. That's what they insinuate in the trailer, which is not what the movie's about. But the best part, Chuck, was Valkyrie. Remember in the comic books remember Defenders back in the 70s? You and I were around. Mm-hmm. Remember Valkyrie being a black woman?
Oh yeah,
and gay.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, they put Valkyrie. That's going to be the cameo in the Marvels. So they put another chick in it and made her literally gay and lame, which is the South Park meme. So for that to happen all within a week of each other it's nice. But as I said in my last video, Jeremy, we had to lose so much to start winning, which sucks.
Yeah,
because we've lost so many good things that could still be good right now.
Yeah,
and should still be good forever. And the American comic industry, as Chuck said, committed suicide. They didn't die. They committed suicide. They could still be around. Manga came in. Independents are coming in, taking their market share. It's all fucking gone now, not to come back. A retailer came out today and said, by first quarter 2024, we'll have 25% less comic shops, which I completely agree with. We've been losing like double-digit percentages over the last 2 years of what's something that, and you need comic shops. Sorry, you need them. They need to be around. They're a good thing when they're selling comic books. Unfortunately,
they just won't put 2 and 2 together while they're selling them, while they're not selling them. Excuse me. That's the unfortunate thing.
Well, I mean, I was definitely,
they were part of the problem.
100%. Yeah, they absolutely were.
Yep. And I mean, I wasn't like, I definitely had my phases of reading comics when I was younger, with, certain and I've said it 1,000 times, the ones I was reading, but wasn't like as big into it as obviously Gary or Rip or Az, but I was definitely into it. And I went to comic shops, and there was something special when you went to a comic shop when you were younger. There was a certain energy, a certain vibe, just like going to a retro gaming store. You know what I mean? And we go. There we go. Look at there.
That's right.
Yeah. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Never
And-
far from my heart, Chuck. Never.
You got it all. Did you? I can't. Chuck, did you do any of Did you use Blade at all? Any with some of that Marvel Knights stuff?
No, I never got around the Blade.
Never got around to him. So I was like, oh man, they're still gonna fuck that up. Though.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if- we talked about it last week. I don't know if it's gonna come out.
I don't. If it does it, I don't think it's going to have Ali attached. I think it's going to do one.
There's only so much financial pain they can bear. They're going to have
Yeah.
to write down a lot of these movies coming out. They got shit in the pipeline that they're just going to have to take as a loss.
Well, yeah, I mean, like we were talking about with that the trailer that just came out, might as well them just going, all those guys on YouTube and bitching about us were right, because you spent the first 20 seconds showing the characters that everybody loves that are not going to be in your movie.
Yeah, they're not gonna
In
be.
order to, I was talking to George the Giant Slayer earlier. He called me, we were talking, and he was like, "Can you believe they actually used Iron Man and Cap to promote the movie that they're not going to be in?"
Dude, and it's the second time.
Yeah.
It's the second trailer they've done this.
Oh my god.
In a row.
Well,
And
this
it's
is
false
easier than
advertising.
them, jamming all of those superhero cameos into that Flash movie to try to save it.
No,
Yes.
Oh, right.
it's not gonna happen.
Yes. And that's where Flash was 270 million worldwide, which is a disaster. And me and Ryan were talking about this today. I really don't think that Captain Marvel 2 or the Marvels is going to do less than the Flash, but it's not going to do much more worldwide.
300.
350.
Yeah,
You
it
know
may
what I
hit
mean?
500, which
They're
I was
going
saying
fast,
5 and
going
600.
450.
I must have been smoking crack when I thought that, because
Well, I don't want to throw a spanner in the works, but I know we're talking about the demise of Marvel, the sadness of Captain Marvel and all this bollocks. But I'll tell you what, one massive positive that we got out of it was independent creators. People are just like, well, if we can't get what we want with not just our favorite heroes, but the easiest setup that you could possibly have within a nerd community, all you had to do was make something that resembled that, and it's a no-brainer. Even Batman and Robin took a decent amount of money considering what a complete clusterfuck it was of a film, but they don't. You are bringing in people who are not just anti-customer, they don't even like the characters that they're dealing with, or they have no understanding of the characters. They are there for optics. They are there to present to the press as some sort of trophy, but they are not somebody who knows the universes, knows the world, understands just basic stuff about heroicism. The heroes aren't heroes anymore. The heroes in name only, because none of them ever exhibit anything that we should support or get behind. We're just told you need to like them because they are them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we've gravitated towards Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Green Arrow, Wonder Woman, Storm, whoever it may be. We've gravitated towards them because of the actual content of the comics and and who those characters are. Because we've said, I like this fucking character. They got something about them. Even the Guy Gardners, Guy Gardner back in the Justice League International. What an absolute tosser. And you loved him for it because he was very well written as a character. And more importantly, he had character.
Mhm.
Yep.
All these people on the screen, they've got no fucking character. They've got no personality. They don't exhibit any heroicism. They're not doing anything for us to support or get behind. We're just told it by the studio because they've got a vagina, or they've got a certain skin pigmentation, or a certain ethnicity, or a certain sexuality, or religion. That's what it's being based on. And we're normal human beings. We live in a real world. We've all had real life experience, and we know that's not how life works. So when we don't, as normal human beings, and the whole chat is, when we don't see, we're told. But when we don't see anything there's nothing to get into. There's nothing to invest ourselves into. And that's why Eric's just running away with this. He's running away with it. That's why you got, Yellow Flash is making a comic. Oh. Razor Fist is doing his great Western comic as well. Loads of different people now, right? Graham Nolan, of course. Absolutely. Just, being Graham Nolan. I mean, I love that man to pieces. Kelly Jones with Matt Wagner. These are established people. I just say, hey, yeah, fuck them. No, fuck the mainstream. We want to do our own stuff. We want to do stuff which is fun, exciting, that we can put our artistry into, and we know that fans are gonna get behind because this is what fans actually like.
Yep.
We've got a corporate fandom now. That's what we've got. It's a corporate fandom, and anytime a corporate is attached to something niche, it fails because they always try to make the niche mainstream.
Absolutely. And I love the point that you made today, Gary. It was right before my reception started getting spotty, even on the real BBC. And y'all were talking about gatekeeping. You basically said, like, there's really no gatekeeping in fandom in terms of, like, if you are new to something and you come into it and you want to be interested and you start asking questions, fans are going to open up to you and start teaching you about it. And because fans want to talk about the thing that they love, and they love introducing the thing they love to new people that are interested. But the moment you start walking into a fandom and you start calling people racist, or things need to change, or the patriarchy, or straight white males need to go, you can go fuck yourself. I would have clipped that out today if I could have, but the reception, but it was such a good thing that you said. And on that point, like, I've talked about this a little bit already, but like, this right here is a classic example of it. Was this movie right here? And of course my Chrome is crashing on me already. Why is Chrome crashing? God damn it.
Well, that's while you're looking for that. That's what got me originally pissed in the early days of when Comicsgate was the consumer movement part. And I'm noticing this stuff. And I kind of took a couple years off after selling my comic shop and just wanted to dip back in. And I started seeing this toxic fandom term, which I might have heard a couple of times at the comic store. I don't really remember, but maybe. But it really started coming up, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Toxic fandom. Where is this shit coming from? And it sounds like it's coming from the type of asshole who would come to Thanksgiving dinner and start talking about politics and blame everybody else for telling them to shut the fuck up. And that's what the access media turned into. Right? Yes, there's always been political stories. Yes, there's always been political comics. Yes, there's been undertones. But you know what? Chuck Dixon was able to navigate those waters just fine for decades. The fans were able to navigate those waters. I've been a Star Trek fan, a Doctor Who fan my entire fucking life, a Marvel Comics fan. I liked all kinds of creatives. I didn't care what their politics were. That never really was a freaking problem until very recently. We're talking 5 or 6 years. What changed? Well, the comic, it wasn't the fans. The fans didn't fucking change. But that's the way they tried to put it. That's the narrative they tried to run. That created this whole sphere. By the way, it created this whole sphere. But so I have a question for Chuck Dixon, since I'm the host of this show now.
He gave you the first spot.
I should put my Streamlabs my Streamlabs link in the chat right there. No,
Jeremy will be back. His Chrome cracked.
Chuck, you've been we talked about this on I believe it was Real BBC or Friday Night Tights. We talked about, like, basically you've always lived in a gig economy, right? So how you've been in the independent sphere, like, on and off forever. You've written for so many different publishers. Do things feel different for you? I mean, just for you personally right now, are you just like, hey, I'm just writing. I keep getting work and I'm writing because I love this stuff? Or, I mean, basically, how are you looking at the big two right now? Would you ever go back?
Well, I couldn't take the pay cut.
There you go.
So yeah, no, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go back to the big two. I mean, I know professionals who are underemployed or unemployed, still waiting for that phone to ring. It ain't never going to ring. They don't want me at this point. They've got a bunch of editors probably don't even know who I am.
True.
So but I still have an audience. All I care about is, earning enough money so I can look across the dinner table at my family and justify sitting in a room all day making shit up. So that's all I've ever cared about. But yeah, it's different, but comics are always evolving. They're always changing. But I like where we are now. I don't get up in the morning and have to get somebody's permission to write. Eric just said, look, I want you to do this, go wild. And he just lets me play in his sandbox without any supervision. Barely.
Brilliant.
And I always say, look, if there's something you want changed, I'm super flexible. I don't mind rewriting. And he's like, no, we made some minor changes, but everything's cool. So, he's got faith in me, and that's all I ask. And everybody I'm working with, all these guys, your boy Zach and Box Day and everything else, they've got faith in me, and that's all I need.
Yeah, and creativity, man. Just let people be creative. What I was gonna show.
Chuck, you've earned it. I mean, you've more than earned that faith.
Fucking shots.
Well, I mean, directly to the point of let creatives be creative. I mean, you look at the New 52, DC did. They totally micromanaged it, tried for consistency throughout the line. Of course, the consistency was that it was all crap.
Mhm.
Whereas if they had taken 52 creative teams and said, go crazy, don't worry about continuity, don't worry about anything, half of those books would have been enormous hits.
Yeah.
But they couldn't leave it alone. You know, you gotta leave. You gotta leave your creators. You gotta have faith in them. You gotta leave them alone.
After they did that fucking weekly comic book, there was a night I seriously considered. I'm like, can I get away with not selling DC if I just give up?
That's so bad.
I decided against it, but I thought about it seriously.
52, man.
Well, what I was going to say before my fucking Chrome crash was I was going to pull up the numbers for Five Nights at Freddy's and basically talk about how that movie was not made for a single person on this panel. It wasn't made for any of us because none of us knew anything about it. So yeah,
it was made for my kid.
Exactly. And I went into it. I'd never played Five Nights at Freddy's, and I just went into it basically out of curiosity. I watched the movie, and it's clear that they were not making the movie for me or anybody else that didn't know the universe. But the enthusiasm from the fan base made me go, I love this. And I kind of want to see what's going on here because people are passionate about it and the people behind it. And it's made on a $20 million budget. It's already made $200 million worldwide on a $20 million budget versus the Marvels with a reportedly $300 million budget production. And why does that need to have that type of budget? What's going on? I don't understand it. Makes no sense to me.
Five Nights at Freddy's is an independent film, an expensive independent film. That's what it is. You're allowed to take chances with those because of the budget. You know, why did Kevin Smith last so long in Hollywood? He was profitable. His films were cheap. They were niche, but they made money. And I think that really is the future. That's the future of comics.
Absolutely.
That's the future of music.
All
the future of publishing.
Yes.
Yeah. Lower budgets and higher profitability. Was it Todd McFarlane who said, you know, he had the big name and everything at Marvel, but he went over to Image. He didn't sell as many Spawn comics. He sold a lot, but he made more money.
Made more
it was
money.
More profitable.
100%.
And that's
100%.
Chuck is, look how Chuck is happy. Chuck doesn't get anybody, some stupid editor spilling coffee, doesn't know shit about comics, barely knows who he is, telling him what to do. He gets to get up in the morning, write whatever the fuck he wants. That's a happy life. There's no net. So what? You know, you're confident. The good writers will be fine. They'll always be fine.
Oh, well, the ones that I would argue that I don't want to say need to be micromanaged, but the ones that probably have no business being near that content are the ones that just simply are not going to thrive. And this is why it's important to have the guys like Chuck around, even like with what we're doing over here at the Rippaverse. Is God obviously I can trust, and to his point, like, you know, I get a script and it's really minor. It's like, as far as, you know, and I'll tell them, I'll say, hey, from a continuity perspective, this minor thing may need to change to that, and then it's like nothing. But as far as the story, we let them run wild. We'll figure it out from there. But that's what an actual creative needs. Like, there's a box in the sense that there's continuity, and these characters need to act like they need to act. But that's the point. Like, Chuck wants to get that out the way from the get-go, so he's writing a story with these characters in mind as far as who they are. You know, I say it all the time, but, you know, it happened. Me and Chuck, before he wrote Alphacore, we sat and met up, and we talked about those three characters in a meeting. Like, this is who they are. And once Chuck understood that was it. Like, his story's gonna, he's gonna put his spin on it, but the characters are gonna be the characters. Like, I remember getting the first kind of draft of what's going on in Alphacore. I was like, yeah, it makes sense for Brian to act like that. It makes sense for Ingrid to act like that. It makes sense for Braxwell to act like that. I couldn't possibly have conceptualized that because I'm not fucking Chuck Dixon, but it's those characters. Like, it's a believable scenario, and that's what happens when you allow folks that know what the fuck they're doing to thrive. But the industry right now is a bunch of weird kind of elitist. It's elitism with people that aren't actually elite. They don't really know what the fuck it is they're doing. They don't have a talent base or any of that, but they will prop each other up and do the victory laps despite comic sales maybe being in the fucking drain right now. So you need the guys of the world like Chuck, and I think those are the people that in the future are going to thrive. They're gonna thrive. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know exactly everything's gonna fucking look like, but look, man, seeing the current trends of what's happening with the Marvels and the DCs of the world, I just don't know. I fucking, how long is that going to last? We learned that, what was that comic, one of the long-standing comic shops out of LA, gone, and it ain't gonna be the fucking last one. Like, these motherfuckers are closing down left to right, and that's you can, what came first, chicken or the egg? Who's ruining it? Comic shops have something to do with it. Creatives have something to do with it as well, because they're putting shit on the shelves that they can't sell. I think it's a combination of a lot of that, but there have been the certain undesirables that I believe could have fixed this fucking industry, but they you want to talk about gatekeeping, they kept them out, like the Chuck Dixons of the world. Like I've said before, like the fact that I could even approach Chuck, that shouldn't have been in a just society. Goddamn it! That wouldn't have even been an option. That wouldn't have been a fucking option. But
he would have been up to his eyeballs and work at DC.
Yeah.
Like, if they were smart, which they're
but
not.
This is why they gatekeep them. That's why they gatekeep your Chuck Dixons of the world. And like, Chuck, without blowing smoke at your ass, and I do love you, like no man should love another man, but I do. Chuck Dixon is a legend, not just a comic book legend, but he will go down in history, Chuck. Long after us have gone from this Mortal Core, you will be down as one of the greatest comic book writers of all time. And that's just a goddamn fact.
Yep.
And the reason why they don't want people like the Chuck Dixons of the world around is because they are so insecure. Yep. Because Chuck has proved himself over and over and over again. There are many people who are now blacklisted from the industry, just not there, because they are so insecure. Because the people who have been brought in not on talent, they've been brought in for a superficial reason.
Yep. And
they have had smoke blown up their asses. Oh, we're bringing you on because stunning and brave, but they don't have the talent to back it up. So their hierarchs in the companies are telling them, you're great, you're wonderful, oh, you're brilliant, here's all the work. And then the sales aren't there. The sales are not there. And then they go, why aren't the sales there? I've been told I'm fantastic. I've been told I'm brilliant. We've got so much faith in you. I've got this and I got that. No, that's how you can tell because the insecurity then kicks in. Because rest assured, most of them, there'll be some of them that are completely oblivious, but most of them know they shouldn't be there.
As they solve that problem, they stopped reporting sales.
Well,
you're not, Gary, you're not wrong. You jest, but you're not wrong.
No,
you know that there is a massive kernel of truth in what you just said there.
But to Az's point too, like the thing is, when they get insecure like that, what do? They lash out at the fans. They lash out at the customers, and they lash out to the fans, and they say, "You don't want to buy my stuff because you're racist or you're sexist or you're all that." And here's the thing, like the cope is so strong that we've seen it, and Rip has had to deal with it constantly. People literally are going, he's forcing his fans to buy his books. He's forcing these people to buy these books. Like he has Chuck Dixon held up in a room somewhere, and he's forcing him to write comic books. He doesn't have any creative control. Like it's crazy because it's all projection, because that's what they're doing to themselves.
Absolutely.
And like as said, they know they don't belong there. Yep. They know they don't have the creativity.
Bro, I saw one criticism, and I'll let you keep going, Mike.
Yeah.
A minute. I saw one criticism. It was the greatest criticism of all time. Somebody said, Alphacore is not successful because of Rippa. It's successful because of Chuck Dixon. And I'm going, that's what Rippa says.
That's the fucking
okay. Like, I don't know. Like,
you're right.
Yeah.
We got
good
served.
job, buddy.
Oh, wow.
You goddamn right. It's his name on this motherfucking book, man. It's right there.
I'm just glad. I'm just glad that today Eric's not going, what the hell was I thinking? This guy doesn't sell for shit.
But like, it's one of those things, like, you know, once again, they're different mediums, film and media, or comics and media and stuff. But like, the little thing I showed you guys before we started the thing. So I just directed my own, like, a short the first time. I'd never done it before, but we built a core of people that have a lot of work in experience in the industry. And some of the best advice I got was, they said, trust your team. Put people around you that know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
You got to trust that they're going to do what you're doing. And you got to trust that they're going to help you with your inexperience. So
Absolutely.
you can figure it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so we had a team of people that were able to say, okay, this is your first time directing anything. All right, cool. But we sat down, we worked out, this is what I want to do. This is my idea. This is what it looks like. They, and we hammered out a screenplay, or we hammered out like a shot list. We hammered out exactly what we wanted to do. And they walked me through it. And whenever I felt like I was getting over my head, somebody would be like, okay, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? And I also got a lot of opportunities. It was one of my favorite fucking things to say to my team when we were working on that short was go do your thing. Go make it look awesome. And I got to watch guys that normally in the industry are micromanaged and told they can't do this, don't do this, it can't look like this. Well, we really need it to look like this. Well, this sells better than that. Put together things that you wouldn't even conceive of, like the way you set up a set or putting lighting in weird spots that you wouldn't think you should put lighting in and stuff. And it looked amazing. And I was blown away by it. And I'd walk on set to go shoot a scene. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys, this don't even look like the same fucking room that we were just in, because there's a bunch of people with a ton of talent that are sitting right now in offices being told they're not allowed to actually exercise any creativity. They're not allowed to flex their creative muscles. They just have to follow the formula. That's why Marvel hires all these new young directors, because they got sick of people like Jon Favreau walking away from their products. You had Jon Favreau be like, I can't work with these people anymore. That's insane. You have people like Edgar Wright with Ant-Man. He was like, I can't do it. They fucked my script up. I won't work with these people anymore. That tells you that they're not interested in making something awesome and creative and original, or an awesome adaptation of something. It means that they want to micromanage it and make it look like whatever they can make it look like, so they can sell an idea or a concept and then yell at their audience when it doesn't work out. So yeah, just it's kind of to reinforce all these points. And like I said, Ripa did something amazing because he put people around him that knew what the fuck they were doing. And they were able to help him go, hey, these are pitfalls. Like, these are things that you got to look out for.
Mike,
go ahead, Ripa.
you're 100% right. And it's funny listening to these fuckers, like they're retards that actually think like it's a bunch of fucking yes men around here. And I'm like, you really don't know how this fucking company operates. You really don't like
how Ripa operates. Ripa, I'm gonna say something right now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go into detail, okay? But y'all, this bullshit about I called Ripa weeks ago and had a real man-to-man conversation with him about how I felt about some stuff, you know, going on. 100% listen to every fucking thing I said.
Yep.
Listen to it.
And I think you're right on the chin. He was right. He was fucking right. Like,
and we've both had conversations like that with each other. Me and Gary have had those conversations. Like, I'll have that conversation with anybody I call a friend. I'm going to tell you how I feel. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to do what I say, but you will listen because we're friends, and I'll listen to you. And that's all I ask is to be heard.
Yeah.
It's just my relationship with people. Anyway, go ahead, Ripa.
To your point, like, it's with the Ripaverse, that's why this whole thing fucking works the way that it does. Like, I put people in positions definitely where my deficiencies are to do the job, and I have to, like, let me say this, it can't thrive unless I allow them to be great in it, right? Why fucking have them here if you can't trust them to do the work? Like, you know what I'm saying? So with people here, like, it doesn't matter whether it be with creative stuff, like warehouse stuff or whatever. Like, I can be in a warehouse and fucking, like, I'll be in there and like Brandon's like, okay, we instead of doing that, like, I might have an idea. He's like, okay, well, no, we need to do that. And I'm like, you in a position to make the call. So I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why it's important to have people around, which I think these businesses don't really do that, but that's why it's important to have people around that fucking like understand the stuff. Like, I remember I've told this story before. I don't know if I've told it here, but Chuck, there was one story that I'm not going to give it away, but there was something that we're working on, right? And there was a thing that I kind of put everything out on pen and on a pad, or let's say, if you will. And I remember sending it to Chuck, and Chuck was one instance. He was like, I can't really make sense of that, right? He told me why, and I was like, okay. We go back to the drawing board on that, and then he said he gave another idea, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like, you gotta have people around like that, and this is why it was so important for me to bring Chuck on, because he's been around the fucking block, and this is someone I can learn from, right? And that's why.
If anybody thinks that like Eric's like I'm dancing his tune or something, man, you know nothing about my reputation in this business.
Look at that. And I respect that.
I've fought with more publishers, more editors. I've stood my ground. I was the only guy standing there while political correctness was coming as a tsunami, saying, no effing way are you going to do this in my books.
No.
Yeah, dude. Listen, I'll tell another quick story. It's kind of funny too. I was so fucking busy. I didn't even order ISOM 2. I had to call Ripa after the campaign, and I'm like, bro, I forgot. Like,
wait. You were busy for 2 months.
I'm just saying,
playing Fortnite.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I was
Probably.
You were busy.
Hold on. You answered a tweet the other day about a stream that's happening next week and said, sorry I missed this, catch you next time.
I thought he was talking about the stream. Well, for one, I thought he was talking about the stream he was going on with Mahler.
No, to be fair, Gary was too busy telling me to off myself about Spider-Man 2 on Twitter.
Everybody looked at Gary's response. We're like, Gary, what? Like he said next week.
I thought he was talking about the one that Mahler was on. Right,
Gary, never mind the Chuck Dixon of gaming. You're not even the fucking Megan Rapinoe of gaming.
That's rough.
That's rough. But you know what, Jeremy? I wasn't too busy to accidentally buy multiple copies of Alphacore yesterday.
Well, to be fair, I did try to get ISOM when it first launched, and I kept getting kicked. I kept getting kicked. So
okay, dude, Jeremy, I accidentally.
Oh yeah,
I wanted to buy
story earlier today.
It was it was the 3 or 4 cover one. It was the $120 one, and I wanted to get 3 each so I could give a couple away at meetups. And I boomered the hitting in the basket thing, and then I checked out. I'm like, $800. What the fuck? I bought $800. And I didn't get slabs yet. Or anything. Eric's gonna be happy.
Well, slab C's gone, mate.
Oh,
done.
God, gone now. Yeah.
I get a message from my wife. Bing! What the fuck was? I'm like, I boomered it. Sorry.
Yeah, but like the reason I tell the story is because this whole narrative's like everybody's just kissing up to Ripa. I had to call him and say, bro, I forgot to order your fucking comic. You know, like ain't nobody kissing up to Ripa. We're friends. That's it. It's a
stream with him all the time. You know, talk to him all the time. You're there in the same space, saying do the same thing. He goes, hey, do you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. Goes off, does his own thing. We're like, that's cool. What you doing? Oh, you're just kissing up.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, bro. And it goes to show that these people don't have.
It's called supporting friends. That might be a very alien concept to some people.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think it's because it's me. Like, because in no other context would someone find that it's something like illogical that a friend would support a fucking friend's venture like that. In no other context would people be like, well, there's something fundamentally wrong with that or something nefarious must be going on. It's only when it's fucking me, but it shows that these guys don't actually have friends and they don't have people that actually fucking like them when they, you know what I mean? And I would encourage you maybe to go get actual friends if you look at it like, well, these guys, you know, it's about ass kissing and all this other shit, because to you guys' point, hell, some guy earlier today, like he was like, well, I'm paying y'all to spread it. And I was like, what? Like, again, like you really don't understand. Like, you don't have actual friends. You don't have people that actually like you and want to see you fucking thrive. But either way, like it's still over here with the Riververse about quality. This is why, to the point, Chuck, I knew that, let me say this. I knew that just creating for the sake of creating wasn't going to be good enough. Just to go out and do my own thing just wasn't going to be good enough. I had to have something to sell. I had to have a catch, just like anybody else in the market. I've been working on this audience for the last fucking 18 years, man. And hell, that was before 18 years, up until like the Riververse launch. And I delivered on everything that I said I was going to do. And that was very, very important. I built a rapport with the audience, and that's why we got the big launching pad. But to make that, you know, continue, it had to have a catch. It had to have a hook. You know what I mean? And ISOM 1 did, and this is why ISOM 2 did so well. And you know, now we're to the point to where we're expanding, and you get to see greats like Chuck Dixon, like Mike Barron, like the Saskas, who are going to be doing other work in this sandbox, and we're having a fucking blast, by the way. But you know, in order to get to this position, going back to the original point, you got to have folks that know what the fuck they're doing. You got to have people that you trust. And I just don't know. I don't know what the fucking editors over there with the big two are even fucking doing these days.
Buying milkshakes.
So it's just right. you got Chuck doing it. To me, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Having grown up with Chuck's writing, having bought literally all the books that Chuck was doing at the same time, Detective, Nightwing, Robin, Catwoman, Azrael, Birds of Prey, and most of them, I think maybe only Birds of Prey wasn't running simultaneously with the others. And one of the reasons why I fell in love with Chuck's work is because when I would buy Robin and when I would buy Azrael, I would be reading two completely different characters. You know, I never ever once in my mind had to say, oh, this sounds like Chuck Dixon or this sounds like this. No, because Tim was Tim and sounded like Tim and was consistent with being Tim, and Jean-Paul Vallée was Jean-Paul Vallée, consistent with Jean-Paul, everything. So you just fall in love with writers like that because, you know, you're a young lad when you're buying these, you're a young lad and you're reading them. And I want to read Robin because I want to read about Robin. You know, you don't initially buy. I don't go to a comic shop. Hello, I'm new to comics, and I'd like you to recommend some great writers and artists that I could follow, please. No, you follow the characters, and it's when you start to you know, there comes a point when, like when I first started collecting comics, I like the artwork or I like the writing. But then I wasn't really looking for who was doing it. Yeah. You know, who is this artist? Who is this writer? You know, whether it be Alan Grant, Jim Aparo. You know, you were just like, oh, I like this. This is good. This sounds good. This looks good. I'm having fun with this comic. And then as time goes on, of course, you're sort of like, who does write these? You know, who does write this? And then you start to actually look into it. Whether it be Chuck Dixon, Alan Grant, Doug Moak. You know, for me at that time. Who is drawing this Norm Brayfogle guy? You know, he does such a kind of like dynamic artwork and whatnot. You know, Jim Aparo does this beautiful, like classic, but at the same time impact. You know, so then you start to get into that. But picking up, like, you know, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Oracle is a woman, Black Canary is a woman, Catwoman is a woman, and Chuck is writing them as women. So when you were reading them, you don't feel this is a dude writing a woman. You see, oh, this is Selena Kyle, you know, this is Barbara Gordon. You are reading the character, and that is what engrosses you in comics. It's when I picked up from Batman, I wanted to broaden, and I started to pick up Superman because it just seemed like the sort of the right way to go. You know, let's go to the other side of the coin, and then you know Dan Jurgens, the way that Dan Jurgens would draw and write. Superman, it was just like this is it. It's a character. They draw you into the character. When a writer can draw you into the character and not, you know, you never saw Chuck in the press going, oh, hello, my name is Charles of Dixon, and this is my wonderful work. This is support me. This is beautiful work. You see, I put all myself in this. They say it's me, which we get today. You know, that's all you hear from the writers. That's all we hear from the fucking writers. Me, fucking me. No, the writers were letting their work speak for itself. And yeah, you go to your con and you get your autographs and your photos and all that, and that's when you could get to meet them. But you were reading the character, and it was a character that drew in. We are devoid. You know, there is so little character left, particularly in mainstream. When you pick up one of these modern day comics, and all you hear from the person who wrote it is, I am a this, I am a that. People need to see themselves, and they're saying all the wrong things.
You hear that all the time.
This thing.
As a this of this. Nobody cares.
The worst one is when one of these authors says, oh, Stan Lee would have loved what I was doing.
No.
Probably not.
Jack Kirby was a social justice warrior.
Oh, yeah.
Captain America was a social justice warrior.
The guy that fought fucking commies. But no, like I think this is a good creative question for Chuck, like because to Ad's point, you know, he's writing the actual characters, and I say from experience and like what he did with Alphacore, he wanted to understand that what is the general like overall approach. Definitely when you go into a situation with characters that may have you know, they're needing to be fleshed out a little more, but they have an understanding of who it is that they are. Is it one of those like what's the approach to getting to understand? Is it reading that person's work? Is it, you know, talking to maybe the creator? What is it? So you, before you start putting like, again, pen to pad, what's that process of trying to understand these characters when it doesn't seem like that's what modern writers even consider doing.
Well, I mean, my role model is always Archie Goodwin. Archie Goodwin is an invisible hand writer, and that's what I want to be. I don't want you thinking about the writing. I want you thinking about the characters. I don't want you going, "Oh, this guy's so clever." I'm not into that, you know. And basically, you just got to look at the character and go, "What does this character want? You know, where do they come from? And then how do I have them speak? What is their voice? What do they sound like when they talk? And what's their thought process?" And then you just go from there. And it's just a level of earnestness. You know, I'm earnest about what I write. I don't take myself seriously, but I take the work seriously. And I know readers want to project themselves on these characters. They want to be engaged by these characters. And I just sweat it out to make sure that happens.
Yeah, I am without any doubt in my mind that Ingrid is going to sound completely different from Braxwell.
Yeah.
No, no doubt in my mind. And it's going to be really interesting to see how these personalities mesh, how these characters sound, particularly in a group book, when you do have multiple personalities and characters to juggle. Man, it's exciting times because we're getting back to, and when I don't use this word in a negative way, classic. We're getting back to classic stuff which makes sense. I mean, stuff which is relatable, stuff that we understand, and I think one of the big reasons why these campaigns have been so successful is there is optimism. There is so much optimism around this, and that is, Jeremy said a very, very good point early in the stream, who said we're not just people that shit on everything. That's, you know, a lot of people, you can superficially take us like that. Oh, look, they're just shitting on everything all the time, when you don't actually listen to what we're saying or understand where we've come from. But we connect with our audiences because we are our audience. You know, we love the same things. We've come from exactly the same place. We just got a microphone and a big fucking mouth. And other people have got responsibilities, and we desperately try to avoid them. But so we are all coming from exactly the same place as regards to that. So when we do get something which we believe in, when we do get somebody who wants to create something new, unique, when that person then has a vision for their universe and what they want to expand with it, who they want to bring onto it, and we get excited about it, it's pretty much a given. So's our audience. And our audience, as Jeremy said, put their fucking money where their mouth is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because we lament the loss of our heroes. We lament the loss of our pop culture films, TV shows, etc. But we want that. And so if somebody's prepared to step up and provide it for us in the shape of the Iron Age, whether it be Eric July, whether it be Razor Fist, whether it be Graham Nolan, you know, who's come from an experienced background, as you know, the other two certainly more fledgling, then we're going to fucking support it. Because we want that back. And as much as we want our franchises back and our beloved characters back, if we can't get them, then we'll go to somebody who wants to produce new ones.
We'll find something
And
else.
speaking of that, we are currently at $747,000. Can we hit one? Can we get 750? Listen,
easy.
If you want to make a beta male cry right now, you go over to Rippaverse, okay?
Super chat with your favorite part of Isom.
And he absolutely, they need the tears for lubricant to masturbate with. So please go make the beta male cry, okay, by going over to Rippaverse, and let's hit 750.
750!
It's going to happen before this stream ends. And again, welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. I know there's a ton of super chats. Obviously, we'll get to them. Really appreciate it. We got a great panel tonight. We definitely want to make sure that we're, you know, paying proper respect to the panel, and, you know, having Chuck here and with the launch of Alphacore, that's really the priority right now. But we'll get to all those super chats for sure. Don't worry. And I really do appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to you on the Rumble side as well. We see you over there. Rumble actually had a really cool announcement. We're not going to get too far into it, but they're basically competing with StreamYards at this point.
Somebody needs to.
Yeah, StreamYards.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, Beardo's been bitching about StreamYards for a while.
I miss Hangouts.
That one.
Fucking
I miss Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts fucking worked.
Yeah,
you know,
it did.
and it's sad. but yeah, something
I
needs
don't
to come
know
up.
why they got rid of Google Hangout in terms of the linking of it to YouTube and everything. I don't know why they did that.
It was cost cutting. It wasn't really making them any money. So
if Discord did a good video call, they would take over.
Yes, that's true. That is true. Discord could be the
They
one.
could take over.
They could. They absolutely could. But that's going on now. Real quick, Beardo, you want to pull up that article on the Marvels real quick from Deadline? And listen, before everybody, because we're not going to keep everybody too long here, but we got to talk about this because does it officially open tomorrow, Gary? Is that the
day after tomorrow? So the embargo lifts tomorrow at noon. The review embargo. I don't know if I can tell the story. Hopefully Chris Gore will be able to tell the story.
Oh man.
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell it, but it's like, woof. So
can you give us a tease?
Oh, don't get mad at me, Chris. Don't get me. It's not about the movie itself. It's I hope he's going. I hope he's there. So Chris was denied the screening. And he said it's happened before, but not with the Disney Marvel movie. Chris Gore was denied.
Really?
Doesn't mean I'm not sure that's going to stop old Frank Gore, and but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. So yeah, the screenings are tonight. And so early screenings for critics are tonight.
And then tomorrow is when the
embargo lifts. And I'm sure that extra day of critics not just crushing this thing, and some is really going to help. But I'm sure some will come out and say it's an absolute triumph as well.
The Marvels has a runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes, so it looks like that 88 minutes of the actual film was correct.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct.
So here we have the Deadline article, which just released.
I think that's a little high, but that's me for worldwide.
Yeah, I think so too. And they are definitely putting, because to the normie, to see 140 million global, that means something to the normie. You know what I mean? That's why they're using that, even though they're saying it's not a marvelous opening weekend. $140 million sounds like a lot to a normie. You know what I mean? It does. And in reality, when the budget is $300 million and this movie needs to make what, 600 million minimum to break even?
750.
Okay.
At least 750.
What this movie needs is minimum 140 million domestic opening. That's what it needs.
That's not happening.
Minimum.
That's not
and that's still going to be tough for it, and that's not going to happen. No.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. No. Oh my goodness. Read a little bit of this, Beardo, and we'll talk about it.
Here's something we don't see often: opening projections plummeting for a Marvel Studios movie. Right. Its latest sequel in 2019, Captain Marvel: The Marvels, which is also an extension of the Disney Plus series WandaVision and Miss Marvel, has seen its weekend forecast collapse from 75 million to 80 million 3 weeks ago to around 60 million stateside. Some tracking services, such as Quorum, have lowered their estimates to 50 million. The Marvels opens on this Friday.
Is this a holiday weekend? Is this Veterans Day? Don't kill me, veterans, if it's not. But,
Remember, Gary apologized for not showing up for a live stream last night. That's not happening till next week, so don't get too mad at him. Okay?
I'm just apologizing for not showing up in advance. Okay, that's all I'm doing.
Sorry, you said sorry I missed this. I'll catch you next week.
Dude, all I saw was you guys should join in, and I thought he was talking about the live stream he was on at the time. Okay,
I get it. I do get it. So funny.
A domestic opening that low would put the $200 million production in the neighborhood of 2015's Ant-Man at $57.2 million and lower than Marvel's the Eternals at $71.2 million. Overseas projection for the sequel.
That's incorrect on Deadline. It's not 200 million.
It's 300 million.
300,
yeah.
I agree, chat. It should be Veterans Month, chat. I totally agree with you.
Thank 100%. You for the correction. As
no, correcting Deadline person with a beard.
Yes.
Not you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I don't know what your name is, so can't actually say it.
It's Fear the Tardo.
Got him.
Oh man.
Yes. Good guy. Good guy that guy is. Overseas
He is. He
projection.
super chat's like a monster. What
I
a
know.
lovely
He
guy.
always called me Reggie.
Hey.
Reggie.
What can I say, man? What can
What
I say?
the fuck?
Overseas projection for the sequel sit at 80 million, putting the global start at 140 million, which is lower than the worldwide debut of Eternals.
When you're lower than the Eternals, you're in
That's
really
just
bad
bad.
shape. And we can stop it right there, Beardo, because we kind of got the gist of it.
No problem.
But when you're and thank you, dude, this is bad. Okay, there's no way to spin this now. If I'm asking you guys, especially like Az and Gary, I know you guys follow us very closely, but like, what's your honest opinion on the domestic opening? Do you think 50 million? Do you think lower than 50, or do you think over 50 million domestically?
I'm gonna go with 50 to 60 or 50 to 65.
Yeah, around what Flash did. Don't forget, like before Flash came out, there was a fan screening that I went to. And that thing was in an IMAX theater, and it was packed. It was enthusiastic. People were jumping for joy.
Was that in Vegas?
No, that was here in Texas.
Okay.
Here in Texas.
So
And the next day, nobody went.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
went. So that was your Flash fans. And Flash was horrible, but it had Michael Keaton Batman in it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hook like this in the Marvels. I'm sorry, the Valkyrie, who doesn't look anything like Valkyrie, okay, who's literally a chick who's lame and gay, is not going to bring these people in.
Yeah.
You bring Robert Downey Jr. in at the end. What is Kelsey Grammer's Beast is supposed to be at the end? That's not going to bring him in either.
No.
50 million around there would not surprise me.
This is going to be a disaster and a glorious disaster, and they deserve every single bit of this. What did Captain Marvel open opening weekend domestically? What was it? Like 100
170, 180 million?
I thought it was,
Yeah,
I thought it was
some
150.
ridiculous amount
I thought
of
it was
money.
I thought it was like 150, something like that, which again did not deserve that at all. And Captain Marvel is $1 billion film. Again, one of the most protected movies we've ever seen, considering where it was, positioned and how they were tying it into Endgame and Infinity War. So this is going to be funny to watch this all play out. So we will be covering this very extensively on this. Now, for those that just, watch us for a little while, you probably know that we really haven't talked about the Marvel Cinematic Universe recently, none of us, but we're going to start talking about it. I think it deserves to be covered. So I think Ripa might go see this movie. That's what I think. Ripa's going to go see it just so he can cover it.
Shit.
Ripa,
If Ripa's
okay.
going to see this movie, he needs to play
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Oh man.
Spider-Man before I fucking go see the
Okay.
fucking
Yeah. Ripa. Hear me out. Okay. It's basically, this is how much Gary's influenced me at this point, because Gary's basically bullied me into watching the Marvels. Okay?
Yeah.
Ripa, you can get more sales if you go watch the Marvels and review it. And then you can promote Alphacore in the videos where you're breaking it down.
That's true.
No gain.
I already know, like, that's not even a joke. Like my reviews, my Captain Marvel review is one of the most fucking reviewed reviews that I have. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would be easy money. I just couldn't stomach it. I barely could stomach fucking Captain Marvel when I was still watching it, going to watch this shit. Definitely understanding how they fucked that character Monica Rambeau long ago. Like I couldn't stomach it.
They made Marvel a 70-year-old woman.
It was just a little change.
Every time I fucking hear it, it just makes me fucking mad, man. It makes me so angry because you got to understand like how important to the Marvel universe and Marvel as a company that Marvel was.
And Thanos. How important his story, those Star Wars stories were unbelievable, man.
Right. There is no fucking Thanos as we know him without Marvel. Right. And that's the type of shit that I'm talking about with this company. And that's a layup. That's the obvious thing to do. Like, you got this big villain. Why would you not utilize the character? There's two characters that are known for dealing with Thanos. First is Captain Marvel. Second is Warlock. Guess what? None of them have jack shit to do with the conflict that happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So you know, congratulations there. And like I said, like that's where Marvel fucked, because like they don't have the normies anymore, and all the diehards they told to go fuck themselves. So what are you left with after that?
Absolutely. Real quick, Chuck.
Hold on. Sorry, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Neon from Clownfish is saying that Beast isn't in the Marvel.
Not in it.
The cameo is a woman.
Storm?
Yeah, I think the general consensus is Storm. Probably.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought what you were saying. I thought you meant.
Is it Halle Berry Storm?
Does this look like fucking Annette Bening?
just a little bit.
Who's that?
Well,
Who the fuck is that? Does that look like Annette Bening? That look like Annette Bening?
I mean, with your internet, Gary, I'm just saying, with your internet, I'm not ruling it out right now. That's all.
Is it fuzzy? It looks pretty clear to me.
No, you're good. You're good. Your camera is
Sure,
skipping,
yeah, you're
though.
fine.
Your camera is skipping.
You're good.
I don't know what's going on with the frame rate on it, but it's all good.
It's just this is what fucking matters, and they
looks great to me.
Fucking they said fuck.
Yep. And when you and what's Ripper got? Ripper's trying to show something real quick. He done dropped it.
Oh no, I was
okay.
One of the greatest covers of all time.
Okay.
One of the greatest covers of all time, right there.
When Az says that Beast isn't in it, it's a woman. I thought he was saying that
Beast was a woman.
I thought he was saying it was Leslie Headland, and they were just calling her Beast. That's what I thought. So that's
Would
what
you
I
like
was
to
getting
go
at.
see
Too ugly to be
Harvey?
assaulted. So who's it going to be? Is it Storm? Is
Well,
it?
that way, Neon's not saying who, but Yellow Flash just reply with, "So it's Storm then."
So it's Halle Berry as Storm.
I would imagine so.
I saw Flash was talking about it. Haley. I don't. Whatever.
Haley
the woman
Bailey
who showed her
Black
tits
Little
and
Mermaid.
swordfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
No.
Swordfish is her best role.
I saw Yellow Flash was talking about it in a video, so she might show up in the animated X-Men series costume. Yeah, they're not going to put a dude in this movie.
No,
they're not going to put a dude. This is
They'll put a dude in the trailer so they can make sure you think they're in it, just so you.
I
go
guarantee
see it.
you. I
They had to
guarantee you,
sell
they
it with
filmed the
dudes.
scene with Kelsey Grammer. I guarantee you, they filmed it though.
So A-Force. This is as close to A-Force as we're getting. I don't know if you Chuck. I don't know if you know
A-holes, like
A-Force.
fucking A-holes.
A-Force was the all-female Avengers team.
Oh, okay.
Glad you missed that
Oh,
one.
and I do think that the Haley Seinfeld
Halle
cameo-
Berry. Sorry,
I think
Halle Berry.
I think that cameo is legit as well.
That's right.
End
I
credits.
want-
End
I-
credits.
The post credit.
I wanted to ask you real quick. It's slightly off topic, but not really. But Chuck, you obviously, I know you were. I don't know if you saw the new Snake Eyes movie and how horrible it was, but did you watch the Channing Tatum GI Joe movies?
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow in those movies? That's the only aspect I liked about it was Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Everything else is dog shit in those movies.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought they
great.
did. Yeah, I thought
You know-
I thought Ray Park did a fantastic job. He was silent. They tied in the backstory of Snake Eyes, the animosity between him and Storm Shadow. Curious how you felt about that.
I mean, the beauty of Snake Eyes is, like I said earlier, you want to be able to project yourself on these characters. Everybody can project themselves on Snake Eyes. He never says anything.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
you can be Snake Eyes. You know,
Yeah.
you're behind this guy all the way. And you know, I've written Snake Eyes. He's a tough character to write. He's challenging to write. You don't talk. You know, but you got to make the reader engage with him. So you know, it's a tough line to walk, and the writers just go for the laziest, easiest out.
Yeah, man. Like there's such a cool character. There's such a cool story to tell with Snake Eyes in terms of him being this white guy, that the animosity with him and Storm Shadow and how that all built up. And for them to put this, nice. For them to put Henry Golding into it.
Cosmic Marvel, man.
It's such a badass cover.
Just came out some of the best covers, man.
Yeah.
Fucking best cover.
Well, again, when you like back in the day when you would go into comic stores, or even when I'd go
the
into
cover had to tell you back in the Gap.
But they would have back in the day, like if you go into like the drug stores or the grocery stores, some of them would have comic books in there, and they would catch your eye, and just seeing the covers would make you go like, I gotta read this, I gotta have this, you know. Like I remember back when I was, I don't know what's going on with this character these days. I have no idea. Shadowhawk, Image Comics. Do you remember the first couple of issues of Shadowhawk? Does anybody remember that one?
I do.
Oh my God, those fucking covers covers were so fucking cool. I don't. And then Savage Dragon was another one. I love Savage Dragon. And I don't know what's going on with. I heard Savage Dragon is awful.
Oh, it's
terrible,
dude. It's fucking.
It's been terrible for years.
Killing, bro, for the leftists.
I don't know if the person wants to be named, so I won't name who they are in case you don't. But I've got a message through saying it's looking like the cameo at the end is Monica Rambeau meeting Monica Rambeau as binary.
I did see that. I did hear.
We knew about that. Yeah. So there is no X-Men cameo. And would you put it past some third-party marketing department to make a bunch of fake rumors to make people watch this movie? Because
that's what they get paid to do. That's what they get paid to do a little shit like that.
Dude, that's why when back when I first started making videos and certain rumors would come out. So look at there. 7
Let's go, baby.
And going farther.
750.
Guys, that's fucking rad.
Let's fucking go. So the new benchmark is 700. So what that means, guys, is that we're greenlighting 3 new Rippaverse books. That was the benchmark that's there, and those have not been announced. Chuck's actually a part of some of that stuff as well. So we're greenlighting those. Are going to start production. We're going to start scoping out some artists and nail that down because they're going to get approved. Because
Ripping the Silverback goes into production.
Perhaps. But no, seriously, guys, thank you, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man, having us hit. Man, we're only a quarter away from a million. That's fucking kind of crazy.
And I will never forget the conversation you had the night before you launched the first campaign, and you're just what your expectations were. And I'm like, I think you'll get there, man. You know, we're going to promote it on F&T. We're going to do this. And man, that was like a year. Was just a year ago, right?
Yeah,
like
that was last year.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that was the company launched last year. It's kind of hard to believe, but that was last year. That's kind of hard to believe. But
that is insane.
I appreciate y'all, man. I cannot say that enough, man. You guys are incredible, and more importantly, you know, we start fulfillment early next month, because we physically have the books. So, you know, you're gonna read Chuck's story. It's incredible. I know you're gonna fall in love with some of these characters here, and that's the fun part about the Rippaverse, man, is that there's gonna be a little bit of everything. And there's differentiation with the care. I love the conversation that we were having. The ads was leading charge on there about like these characters and how they act and stuff, and you get a lot of that here. Just they're different. Avery's not like Brian, who is not like Braxwell, who obviously not like Ingrid. There's differentiation between them. So there's always going to be a character, I think, for you guys that there'll be the diehards that'll get everything, and there'll be some that'll gravitate towards certain teams or certain characters or whatever. I appreciate y'all, man. So thank you so much, man. This is huge, man. We're closing in on almost, closing on 7,000 total purchasers, man. This has been a crazy campaign, and believe it or not, it hasn't been 48 hours yet. We got 74 days left.
It's a lot of time. Campaign. It's a lot of time. That's
why what happens.
That's why Rip was going to play Spider-Man 2 and watch the Marvel so he can make some videos.
It would legit boost my sales. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta get some payback on Eric for fucking party animals, mate.
I was.
He targeted me because he knew the threat.
Dude, we seriously need to do like a big kind of F&T party animals, get some like we could. I wish they would allow more than just 8, but the spectator mode is cool because
versus G&G.
Let's do it. But we're drafting Carolyn,
Gary, Mauler, me, X-Ray Girl.
Wait,
and then no.
You got Gary. I don't need Carolyn. Yeah, that's fine. You got Gary. I don't need Gary. Just runs around.
Gary won 2 fucking rounds last week.
Yeah, I know.
No,
and I got
maybe 3. Dude, I was fucking texting Tara. We were just texting us watching it. I was the proudest fucking guy on the planet when you won.
Oh my god.
I like
There's John Onions here.
It was like your special needs kid just got a hit in T-ball.
Everybody was mad at me because the last match I hit Gary with the bomb and knocked him out, and they were like, "You ruined it." Even Stephanie and Krista were like, "Jeremy, like it would have been so cool if Gary." I was like, "He's not that retarded, guys.
He's really upset at that."
No, he is.
He's not
really
Rudy.
is. So
We could have ended it on a good Gary win high.
Like
I don't
Jim, you
know.
should have let him win.
step.
He was coloring within the lines and everything. You could have let him win.
If you watch my play-by-play from last week, Gary might be a little bit retarded.
Beardo was dying. Beardo was dying during that commentary.
So from my perspective, I don't want to bore Chuck, so I'll be very quick. I most of the time didn't know like the right direction to look at my players. So
Yes,
I'm spinning
I
around
noticed.
the whole time. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not looking at the ball. Okay,
I noticed,
which and I didn't know where to like which team is ours and what goal are we supposed to score?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I'm
figured it out.
begging you, please get him to play Arkham City or Arkham.
I have
Asylum,
Arkham on my
please.
Steam. I have a
is
Steam
so
account.
good.
Jeremy, you're my only friend on the Steam account, and I have Arkham.
That did freak me out when we started. So we just started playing Party Animals. And I didn't tell anybody how to get in the lobby and no one had joined the lobby. I'd not sent any information out, but I had it public, and Gary joins, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? How does he even know to join?
Yeah,
but it was because I was his only friend, so I was the only person that was.
It's like make him play Arkham. I've got my chat saying, "Hey, Az, make him play Dark Souls," and I'm like, the guy couldn't get out of a fucking door. He couldn't open a door. Do you understand what we're dealing with here?
I totally kicked ass in Return of the King on my PlayStation 2 that nobody saw. I was destroying in that game.
I'd love to see Gary play
I'll let you
Arkham
know.
Asylum.
Did it look like this guy? Did it look like
That'd
this?
be awesome.
Arkham Asylum is one of the great games, man. I mean, City's the better game.
Arkham City is the best one, but
Arkham City's better, but I love Arkham Asylum more. But anyway,
It's good.
Arkham Asylum is. I mean, it's just got that special flavor to it. So.
it really
it's eerie.
does.
It's eerie.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy.
Look, even Arkham Knight has aged very well, in my opinion, and that was considered the worst one. And I go back and I'm like, this is better than like 90% of the games that come out today.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, it got that next gen update on PC. It's got ray tracing now. The game looks like it came out last year. It's
Oh yeah, that game still looks great.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to Night because I was not happy with Night when it released.
It's aged
I
very
played it
well.
again and I like it. I liked it when I played it again.
That was all right. I don't like the Batmobile, but
Chuck, I've told Gary many times, like he just should make a Nerdrotic gaming channel and just play games in the worst way possible because it's internet gold. It really is. And with Perry Chan editing, oh my god, man.
Focusing on me. I've got a tweet from Chris Gore. And Ing the Merciless. Hang on. Just got to make sure I don't show anybody's number. But there you go.
Wait, hang on. Turn your phone around. Turn your phone around. Turn your phone around. Don't just turn notifications off for a minute when you do that. It terrifies me. Okay.
What?
Because if you have
my notifications are going to be Ryan Kittle video. That's all it's going to fucking be. Okay.
I'm just saying it scares me. All right. I'm just telling you. All right. Show us. Do you want to show us now? Did you turn notifications off?
He goes, fuck that. I'm not showing you jack shit.
Damn it,
I wanted to show you 5 seconds ago.
I was showing you. There. My notifications are on, by the way. I don't care if you see that. I got a follower on Rumble or a Ryan Kittle video, but they look so excited that they're about to go see the Marvels. That's Frank Gore and Alan Ing, but we call him Ing the Merciless. Ing the Merciless.
Shout out to Frank Gore. We love Frank Gore around.
Yeah, it's a big phone for a blind old man. So
and shout out to Drunk 3PO. Not here tonight. Gary said he could not. Gary said he wasn't allowed on the stream if Gary was going to be here.
That's true.
Don't lie. I did.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of shout outs, did you see this guy with Star Wars Theory that was basically trying to expose Star Wars Theory? Is like he paid me, but he wouldn't shout out my channel.
Okay, he's editor. He's editor.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody doesn't know, if you share DMs publicly, you're 100% bitch.
Bitch made.
Yeah, that shit's corny as fuck.
Yes.
Yep.
100%
100% bitch
made.
You have a tiny penis. It's an innie. It's almost becoming a clitoris. No offense to the ladies. And you didn't have a father.
Yeah. If you share DMs, you're jealous of how Boogie 2988 looks shirtless. Okay, that's how pathetic you are. All right. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where I don't say anything in private
Got the
messages.
tweet. If you want the tweet, I've got the tweet.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I don't say anything in private messages anymore. And for years that I know can't go to the internet because people are just so fucking, they're so fucking shady with that stuff. Here we go, right here. This is so, and again, shout out to the flag next to his name and the soy boy face. Perfectly.
There's the soon-to-be ex-fat guy who occasionally makes YouTube videos. If seeing him in this bio upsets you, then you probably won't like my tweets. Him. Cis man could have fucking fooled me.
Yeah, that's actually surprising. Now, maybe you did have to list that, motherfucker.
I can't believe that they think this makes Theory look bad. I can't believe. How do you think this makes Theory look bad? Hey, fam, yo, and I can't really read it because it's smaller on my screen.
Since I edit the majority of your videos, I was thinking if in the beginning of them, I forgot to swallow. If you could add that image I gave you with my...
That's getting clipped.
That's gonna get clipped.
That's getting clipped.
And I never...
Not okay. It's just not.
All right, go ahead.
I'll repeat that because I did mess up. Since I edit the majority of your videos, I was thinking if in the beginning of them, you could add that image I gave you with my channel link with a super short shout out and a link in the description. That would help greatly. Star Wars Theory replies, I won't do that. Oh, why? Because it's for my videos, not to shout you out. You're being paid. It's not like you're doing them for free. With my intro and then your intro, it's just too much.
He's 1,000%
dang, man.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a weird request, man.
That is a very weird request. Or you know what? You ask, you tried, he said no. You go, okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's it.
So he comes back with, I thought about it like that too, and didn't want to ask because of this, to be honest. Though I ask now since a lot of my friends and mutuals tell me if you credit/mention me in your videos that I do after they find out I edit for you. I never really gave it a thought. So Star Wars Theory replies with, yeah, but you're doing a job. I give you money and you edit my video. You being shouted out is not part of the process or intention of my channel. If that were the case, I'd have a 5-minute long intro of all the people who made the intro, the music, the editing, the lower left description emoji animation, the outro, etc. Yeah, I know, but it's more of a courtesy thing. It would help me out greatly since I'm small and I don't think a short 6 to 8 second mention in the beginning or end would hurt, but it's
an eternity.
Fine.
It's an eternity.
Yeah,
It really
6
is.
to 8 seconds is a long time.
Yeah. Fuck. Those of us that pay attention to watch time, that's a fucking eternity.
Yes.
So Star Wars Theory finishes with courtesy. You're being paid, dude. If you're doing it for free, then I get it.
Yeah, like I can't believe that this fucking weirdo thought that this was some kind of get. This is unbelievable.
I don't even know Star Wars Theory. You guys, or some of you guys know him. I don't know him.
Yeah.
I've never spoken to him. Never had any communication. Don't know him. But absolutely nothing he is saying here is wrong. If you're being paid for your work, that is your compensation. Add it in your bio, by all means. You know, I edit for Star Wars Theory. Put it in your bio, whatever. Sure, but it's called a job.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this is unbelievable.
That's a weird request, man.
It's so strange, and you know, and I bring that up just because I mean I thought it was cool that Star Wars Theory and you know Mahler had a conversation the other day, and that's the type of guy he is. Is this another tweet or is that's the same one? Oh,
this is when he's sharing the DMs. He puts his tweet is actually Theory getting desperate here. I won't sell my values out. Where you did right there below you, mate. But if I was to ask any question, it would be why you refuse to give an on-screen credit to your editor. The man who hates Disney acts just like a big corporate business in the background.
It's crazy to me, like that Theory finally like goes off and is like, fuck it, I can't justify this shit anymore. Fuck Disney, fuck Star Wars. It's awful. I held out for a really long time. And this guy's idea of like getting ahead in the world is to be like, yeah, I'll shit on that guy for sure. You know, like man,
Oh, I'm sure this will get him a bunch of editing jobs because
Yeah,
really, people
yeah,
really want to hire.
I can't wait to hire this
editor
guy.
who wants
It's a
to
great
share their
move.
DMs in public. You just screwed yourself for life, you fucking retard.
Good job not selling out your fucking values, Simon.
Yeah, Simon.
God,
Simon.
That's amazing right there. And really,
How do
what
you know
this
that? Oh yeah, my name is Simon. Oh yeah, got it. Okay, yeah.
And a lot of this is there's this Andor kind of crowd that's really mad at him because he basically said Andor wasn't real Star Wars. You know, they're really mad about that. Which I think Mahler broke it down best, where he said that basically. And Mahler and him had a conversation. I thought it was super cool. I wasn't even aware that they were going to talk or anything. I texted Theory last night. And I was like, hey, man, I'm glad you got to meet Mahler. He's a great guy. And they're both awesome, you know. And it looks like they had a great conversation. I didn't watch all of it. I watched about half of it. But Mahler broke it down really interesting where it's like Theory is kind of like he's at the top of this fandom. And he's taking it from all sides, whether it's the people that hate Disney Star Wars or the people that love Disney Star Wars. They all hate Theory because he represents kind of what they both hate. Like he gets called a shill. If he was a shill, I can guarantee he wouldn't be talking to me. Okay, I guarantee you that. And Theory reached out to me when I had 20,000 subscribers. That's how long I've known Theory. And I know everybody, we've talked about like me and him having our differences. That was never public knowledge, by the way. We only made it public after we, you know, talked it out like men. And we basically said like, yeah, the reason you guys haven't seen us kind of collabing is because, you know, we had an issue that we just, you know, weren't talking to each other. And we hashed it out one day, talked about it for like literally 3 minutes of like, hey, what's up? Hey, this, that, and the other. Okay. Fuck you then. Fuck you. All right, we're cool now. And that was it. And we talked about that and just showing like, yeah, you can get past stuff like that. But it's wild, man. Leaking DMs is so pathetic, though. It really is.
Funny, man.
Hey,
Jeremy,
but hey,
I'm gonna need you to give me credit for all of the videos that I edit for you. I'm gonna add like my intro to every single video now because I think that's necessary.
I want credit every time you use yellow and a certain type of red on your thumbnails. You too, Benny Johnson.
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Don't call me out if you're going to call Benny out
Benny
first.
too.
Anytime anybody gets a $50 donation and yells 50, I want some cut. Okay.
Everybody's got to get props.
$5 for every Puerto Rican flag in the chat.
Every time somebody says
Jeremy, I'm good.
MCU,
I'm
I
all
want a
right, mate.
nickel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you, Az. You're the only respectable one here.
No,
New
because
Zealanders
Az will really steal
good
all
people.
of our stuff and take it for his own anyway. So
Yeah.
that's what you heard me. He's done that. Like we're in a live stream. I say something. Something. Oh, dude.
Go.
One example of one of my sayings that you use in a video.
Yeah.
That you told me you're going to steal and you put it in a video.
Yeah.
I have about 10. Okay.
I tell you if I'm going to steal it.
I know. I said you are. So that
You
makes
even said
stealing
it
okay.
today. When I said person of colorings, you went, I'm sorry, but I'm stealing that
I'm
for the rest
totally
of eternity.
stealing that. I am a person of colorings is something I'm going to. Did you hear what Eric said on our live stream today? By the way,
I didn't. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I put it in the private chat. Oh fuck, man.
Steph, if you can share that because my Chrome's not.
Yeah, I shared one with this timestamp on it. Oh my god.
I saw people making references to this, but I don't know.
It was so fucking dumb, man.
Yeah, and by the way, here soon I'm gonna cut some of you guys loose. We're gonna read super chats and go through everything. So it's been a great stream. It's been awesome having all you guys on here. So Steph, whenever you can get that pulled up, please feel free to do that.
Does she want credit for it though? I think we should probably give her credit for it.
Yeah.
First,
I can't believe this. To think that the biggest fucking Star Wars channel, who's almost bigger than the official Star Wars channel, to think that he is supposed to put your intro before his videos is a level of narcissism that I can't even process.
Dude, how many times have
Holy
we
shit.
turned down advertise? Like I do it every day because I
All
will
the
not
time.
I will not stop a video for an advertisement. Period. End of story. Turn down thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
because I won't do it.
Absolutely. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Do y'all want to preface this, or do we just?
Or I just
Okay. Yes.
Whoa.
So So
what?
Whoa!
What?
Nega bands is what Captain Marvel wear. The male Captain Marvel that I showed you in the comics, not the Annette Bening version. That's what he wore on his wrists. Now they've kind of passed those down. Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel in the TV show Chuck Dixon, she gets her powers by receiving a nega band, but they're not going to call it that, in the mail from a grandma. That's how she got her powers. And they're Green Lantern
He's
type
not
of
even
powers
joking.
now.
He's not even joking.
I'm not.
That's a hell of an origin.
And Mrs. Tom Hiddleston with the grill here, who looks like an attractive lady who they're trying to make like this big bad, just doesn't pull it off. She just, as the chat said earlier, it looks like a soccer mom cosplaying.
Right.
So she's got the other nega band. Gotta be I gotta say that slowly and enunciate when I say that. So that's what we're talking about here.
Oh man! All right, here we go.
Are they referring those as nega bands? Or
there it is. The Twitter video sucks. Twitter video is usually you can't full screen
Picture
it for some
shit,
reason.
Elon.
I didn't even see this tweet.
I didn't see it. Yeah. Are they referring those as nega bands?
Oh my God. Come on.
Come on!
Now it's Spectrum. Download the clip real quick. Just download it real quick, Steph, and then you can share it. And that's Spectrum Internet for you right there.
On the Spectrum Internet.
Spectrum Internet. Spectrum is... Does anyone have Spectrum Internet that actually thinks it's good? Because it's like a Chuck.
I haven't, but no.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I got blacklisted by Spectrum. I got blacklisted by Spectrum. I've told you that story.
Wow.
They were putting in the fiber I'll be really quick. They were putting in the fiber in San Francisco. My oldest son was supervising it. We were in the middle of moving, so all of our shit was down there. And it was difficult for the guy. And because the guy was there, we had our dogs in cages. We put our dogs in cages. So this dude was a straight up male feminist. He got pissed off that we kept our dogs in cages. And he went down there and he took off for a long time, came back, said he couldn't do the work, was dicking around with my son. So my son argued with him a little bit, and he got like really chippy with my son, and I'm like, So I went down there and went full on daddy bear on the guy and just like, get the fuck out of my fucking house. And I said, I'll find another guy. I'll find somebody who's man enough to put this stuff in. And he left, called the cops, called animal control, quit his fucking job. The cop showed up with fucking guns pulled at my fucking house with animal control. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then they wanted to check and see if I was abusing my animals. They took one look at my big fat chocolate lab, and they're all these dogs are not getting abused, and apologized and left. My son and I found him on Facebook. Swear to God, his fucking banner was him at the pussy march with the fucking pussy hat on.
Oh no!
But I called back to go, hey, could you send somebody out? And they're like, oh, we can't do business with you anymore.
Wow.
Crazy.
Honestly, they did you a favor.
They did me a favor.
They did you a favor because it's really bad.
Did you say, is it because you're a bunch of pussies?
I should have. Oh, the other reason he called the cops is because there was a BB gun down there, and he thought I was gonna like pull the. He thought it was like a real gun. And I informed them. I'm like, well, I'm not allowed to own real guns, but here's the BB gun. You know,
red rifle, assault rifle. Yeah, red rifle.
Yeah.
Did you get that, Steph? Were you able to pull it up? Huh? You haven't?
Here we
Why
go.
don't you try, Beardo?
Yeah.
And my oldest son is so chilled that he's like, I didn't care, Dad. And I know you didn't care, but I did, son.
I don't have it downloaded.
Do you want me to share it? I'll try and share it. See if it's better from my side.
Here.
Okay.
I got it right here.
I got it. We got it. As here we go.
Oh, okay.
Is this mine? Yeah, this is mine. Okay.
Yep.
Are they referring those as nega bands, or are these just bands? Like, does anybody know that?
They haven't called them. They've called them. They haven't called them nega bands yet.
We're alluding to it. That's what they are.
That's what they are. Which was what the OG Captain Marvel originally
which
had.
Why I'm like, okay, it's even more aggravating having now understood that.
I don't know if this makes a difference, but I thought it was really cringe in the show. Maybe it's less or more, depending on you guys what you think. But episode like 2 or 3 of Miss Marvel, they scan her, and her friend says the power isn't coming from the bangles; it comes from you. The bangles just awoke the superhero within you.
So she's always been a nigga.
I have.
Hit play because we die after this. So
it comes from you. The bangles just awoke the superhero within you.
So she's always been a nigga.
I have.
Listen to Mauler's laugh here, though.
No, it took a second for Mauler to get what it is that I said.
That
was Mauler.
I don't know if I've ever heard him fucking laugh like that.
Mauler was pissing himself. It was hilarious.
Oh man, that was fantastic right there. Hell yes. Well,
so
good stuff
never
right
say nigger with a hard R, please.
No.
Oh man, I like how carefully Gary said that one too. He's like,
bro, you can hear the hesitation. He's like, nigga.
I'm going to enunciate as much as I can.
All right, we're at the 2-hour mark, so we're gonna read some super chats, and we're not gonna. I've still got a gaming stream I have to do. I'm driving to Miami tomorrow. I'll be at the Trump rally tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. So I got an early day, but yeah, Chuck, it's been amazing having you on, and just seeing everything with Alphacore, all the success. Man, do you have any closing thoughts for us as we let you go?
Just Joe and I are so grateful to you folks for supporting this. I mean, we're excited, and I know you're going to be excited when you see the book. Man, Joe can draw. He's a great storyteller. I mean, it's a good team, and he is into this stuff. I mean, he and I have come up with all kinds of crazy ideas we've thrown at Eric for future projects. So yeah. So we are here to stay.
It is. That is brilliant that you two are working together. Kind of made for each other.
Yeah.
Joe's brilliant. So please pass that on, Eric.
And this is a testament to every single person, all the people that are watching the real BBC earlier, all the people that watch Friday Night Tights, all the people that are in chat now. You guys are making this possible.
Yes.
It's you guys. You guys are literally changing the business moving forward. And it's not going to happen overnight. Nobody's saying that Ripa's taking down Marvel or DC. No one's saying that. We're saying
they're
that
noticing
now.
Absolutely. Oh, they're noticing. They're not writing articles. They're purposefully trying to say other campaigns. Nobody here has really anything against Sean Gordon Murphy, but this book is destroying Sean Gordon Murphy's book right now. And his book is still doing good. I hope the story about Zorro's sister does well. Something I'm not going to read. But it's a big deal. And the fact that the entire press is ignoring it, I think is even better because you don't want to talk to those idiots anyway. You really don't.
Yeah. And
if you reach out for comment, just say you're a crackhead.
Roger that.
But yeah, Chuck, thank you so much. And we all got your back, man. It's an honor to have you on, honor to talk to you, and hopefully Ripa can get the rights to G.I. Joe and you can write Snake Eyes movie. So hopefully that'll happen at some point in time. That would make me very happy. So I'm sure it'd be great. So
there was a wonderful story in G.I. Joe just about a Crimson Guard once in the comic.
I picked up a Crimson Guard the other day, as a matter of fact. Have you seen those the bigger package GI Joes? They're just like the 3 3/4 old school packages, but they're bigger ones.
Yeah.
All I've seen is Gung Ho, Lady J. And I have
isn't Roadblock one of them?
Roadblock. I've only got 2 of them here. The rest are in Pensacola. But the Crimson Guard, I haven't seen Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes yet, so I guess those are on the next run. So
I did get an email from Hasbro yesterday saying that my HasLabs Cobra hisses are confirming your email, your delivery address, because they're ready to go soon.
I got my
Hey,
Snake
hey,
Eyes Desert Commando
yes.
in the mail the other
Eric,
day.
if Rich Johnson from Bleeding Cool ever reaches out to you, ask him what his favorite part of Alex DeCampi is.
Yeah.
Well, he wrote a hit piece on me already. That's the one guy that has wrote about me, and it was a hit
I can't
piece.
say what I'm going to say.
No,
I'll put it in the private chat.
Bleeding Fool
Bleeding
put an
asshole.
entire thread on it yesterday. If you want to know what I'm talking about, Alex DeCampi's horrible.
The fact that none of these sites have that cover this stuff or writing articles is kind of it's telling, and it's like to Gary's point. That's proof that they notice. Because there's no other reason that they wouldn't not. Like it's the biggest story in comics right now.
Dude, how many comic books?
Not even close. Not even close.
How many comic books generate $500,000 in 5 hours? None. Fucking
None.
Okay. There was
you
a
know they're
time.
hungry for content.
Yep.
Just
That guy.
ignoring it.
That
Yeah,
guy.
exactly. And the fact that it's not being discussed, it's obvious that they're actively
Come on,
ignoring.
it's a fucking successful book, and you see it's fucking Chuck Dixon and fucking
Yes.
Joe Bennett. So it has the name, the again one of the most prolific writers, the most prolific writer on it, with an fucking incredible fucking artist on it, and it is extremely successful. So yeah, they see it. It's just reasons why they won't acknowledge it, which is it is what it is. We're gonna keep.
Which is weird because I mean they're sacrificing hits, right? I mean,
True.
Big time.
Why would you do that?
Because they don't exist to service the customer, Chuck. They exist to service the mainstream industry, so they can validate their validations essentially. So
this has been going on over 20 years. Trust me, as an insider, I can tell you. I mean, when the editors started, it was more important to high five at the editorial meetings than to actually create quality comics. That's how we ended up where we are.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sad, but the reality of it is it's expected, and now it's at 755, and it's just going to continue to climb. So, maybe by this time tomorrow, it'll be at 800, and moving on towards that. It's gonna, it's moving. Because earlier when I was talking to you, Rip, I think it was like 725, 730 for the stream.
Yeah,
well, it wasn't even at 700 by the time the real BBC.
Yeah,
was.
BBC. Yep, exactly.
Mhm.
Yep. So it's moving.
That's great, man. And that's the best feeling in the world, man, that we can do these streams, help out a little bit with Signal Boost. Because again, man, what Ripa did is not easy. It's the groundwork and all of that. And it's really easy to kind of, like earlier when I was being playfully dismissive of, like, because obviously, yes, this is Truck's book, but like Ripa's the one that did the legwork. Ripa's built this foundation and put himself in a position to be able to bring a great like Chuck Dixon in, and it's a group effort, man. It's a group
If it was up to my lazy ass, you'd never see this book.
Hell yes.
I don't believe you. I don't.
Oh, you better.
Yeah, look at there. But anyway, Chuck, you're welcome to leave. You can hang out if you want. And anybody else, if you guys want to, you can bounce if you need to. We're just gonna read some super chats. So anybody want to leave? Look at Az. What time is it for you right now?
Yeah. It's time you fucking read some super chat, bitch.
Hey, I am going to jump, guys. It's been a pleasure. And I will see all of you again very soon, I'm sure.
Chuck, we'll get you on the show before the campaign's over, sir.
Yeah, we'll get you on. Okay.
Yeah,
take care, my man.
Thanks, Chuck. Have a good day.
Thank you, Chuck.
Legend, brother.
Legend.
Take it easy.
Legend.
Chuck
Legend.
fucking Dixon.
Yes.
Fucking Dixon.
Legend.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
Shout out.
I'm serious, man. Y'all, like, it was like 3 fucking years ago, and I was so frustrated about them taking Snake Eyes mask off, and I remember seeing his video where he was basically talking about how ridiculous this was. And what you got there?
Tell you what I fucking got here, mate.
Show me your short boxes, as fake fan.
Chuck fucking Dixon. Chuck Dixon.
Those aren't real. Those aren't real.
You bought that
Chuck
yesterday.
Dixon. Chuck Dixon.
You bought them yesterday.
Yeah.
You've never read them.
Yeah, you bought him yesterday.
Actually, don't tell anyone about the CGI.
like Ripper's
They're
Warehouse.
Yeah, like the warehouse.
Yeah.
Did somebody actually say that, as? Did somebody say like your warehouse? I know your warehouse about your Rip. You were mentioning about your storage today. I don't know if you were just making
people
a
call
joke.
it. I know
people were saying stuff about your warehouse, Ripa.
Yeah. Well, rumor it, like, I don't know if people know this, but I'm going to admit it for the first time. My thumbnails are altered. I know. Credibility has been shot.
Wait.
That's not really Bobby Lashley with a woman head. Like, it's actually like that's not her. It's not really her body. That's
Papa Pump on. Abby.
Yeah.
Being serious.
This is crazy.
Damn, dude.
I didn't know this was real.
I was thinking I want Ray to fucking bench press me.
What I really want to start doing is instead of getting Bobby Lashley, I think I might just use Brock Lesnar's body with Monica Rambeau's head.
Yeah, I would go the extra mile.
Yeah.
It's funny when I tell Perry, like he'll ask me like, "What do you want in the thumb?" And I'm like, "Oh, for Ahsoka, I'm like, I need 2 of the muscliest women you've ever got." So he's all, it's weird when my girlfriend comes in and I'm freaking searching muscly women.
I can explain. Yeah.
No, you want to say I can't explain.
Oh, well, as long as you don't make the mistake Ryan made on a stream. We were talking about that meme of that crazy girl. Remember the meme of the crazy girl? It's the psycho girlfriend, and he called her "Smell Ya Dick Girl."
Yeah.
And we were on stream, so he like goes to Google as he's sharing the screen, and he types in "Smell Ya Dick Girl." The meme popped up, but there was quite a few other searches that popped up at the same time. I can't remember who it was. They're like, Ryan.
Ryan.
Like, oh no.
Rookie mistake.
No.
There's a really funny Japanese comedian called Hard Gay. I thoroughly recommend that you do not Google him.
It was Jay. You're
Is
right.
this from personal experience?
Hey, it's as.
Oh no, I stuck around and looked it up.
All right, let's read some super chats really quick. Beardo,
all right, let's do it. Tomac for a 50 says Jeremy. Any games catch your eye on that channel I sent you? I'm thinking that the Awakener Forgotten Oath is looking pretty cool.
I did subscribe to the channel. This is an indie game channel. I haven't really looked through it yet, but I have subscribed to it. I turned notifications on too, but I haven't really watched any of it yet. But I did subscribe to it, so I'm looking forward to it because I think that's going to be a really good game or a good channel to kind of see some of these independent games coming out. So I really appreciate you, Tomac.
Linko Kenobi for another 50. What's up, guys? Hey, Ripa. I want to congratulate you on your success. So I decided to purchase your ISOM number 2, ISOM number 1 issues, and for you, Chuck Dixon. Since I'm a huge Batman fan, I also bought the Alphacore number 1. Looking forward to reading them all.
Yes, shout out by the way. And there is a bundle which is fucking steal for $65. You can get ISOM 1, ISOM 2, and Alphacore. And with ISOM 2 and Alphacore, you can pick which cover you want and everything.
My penis hurts. I think that's is that your burner account?
No, it's my main account.
My main account.
My penis hurts for a 50 says nothing. Thank you for the 50. TJ for a 50 wasn't really ever a comic book collector at all and wasn't really planning to start, so I hadn't purchased any of the Ripaverse books yet. Wasn't sure if I was going to at all, but that just changed as of 5 minutes ago when I ordered the 3-book bundle. I'm all in.
I just mentioned.
Hell yeah!
Shout out, man! Shout out!
Yeah.
Thank you, TJ.
Hell yeah!
Tonberry Master for a 50. I get 6 to 8 seconds for the super chat, right?
What's up, Tonberry Master? Tonberry Master in the house.
Jay Schwalbach for a 50 over on locals. Did I hear Ripa say that if I order Alphacore now, I get I get in on the full brown level? What if I want to go full black?
Freaking Schwalbach.
I'll even get a perm. I can grow an afro.
Fucking perm.
Wow.
What do I got to do? Congrats on the campaign.
I just want to remind everybody, Schwalbach's the guy that came to the Vegas meetup and gave me a walrus penis bone that he had imported so I could defeat Dan Vask at bragging rights. Dan Vask really did bring the level. Like, bragging rights was supposed to be about retro games, comics, toys, and Dan Vask brought a fucking whale bone into it.
Yeah.
and kind of ruined the whole show. And that was pretty much the beginning of the end for bragging rights. Thanks, Dan Bask. Appreciate
He jumped the whale on that one. Not even the shark. He just went full whale and just went over.
Link fan for a 50. Got my second Conan book last week and placed my Alphacore order yesterday. And it totaled 316. Can I get a stone cold hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm disappointed we didn't crash the servers a third time. Hail to the Iron Age.
Hamsters, man. Hamsters.
Yeah, Rippa stole our
Someone
thumbnail ideas and put them hamster heads on these wrestlers. Some jacked up hamsters.
Rip, man.
Roided Guatemalan hamsters.
Yes.
Well, speaking of hamsters, Eric Bailey for $20. Canonize the hamster core. Let's go, Rippaverse and Chuck D. Hail to the chat. And will Easter eggs like area codes in the Rippaverse starting with 199 be a thing?
It's funny. I went to Dave's Chicken. I almost took a
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Yeah, hot chicken.
Oh, that place is so fucking
it's
good.
fucking good, man.
Oh
so
my
fucking
gosh,
good, man.
so good.
And that was my my order number was 199.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's awesome.
199.
That's awesome.
You can have an epic mic cursing on a screen in the background.
Yeah, I just actually shared some fan art. These fans are insane. Fan art of like someone did fan art of the like actual Alphacore, and they got hamsters dressed up as the
share it.
Yeah, I can share it. It's pretty fucking cool. I share it right here. Hold up.
Josh Kelsey for a 20 says nothing.
Nothing.
Thank you, Josh Kelsey. VW Taz for 20. All hail G&G and the motherfucking Rippaverse. Just ordered my 4 cover Alphacore pack, and I am looking forward to being entertained.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hayden for a 20. I now
Wayne.
have all 4 signature slabs on pre-order. Picked up slab C yesterday because I knew it would be the first to go. I will be purchasing everything else this weekend.
Hayden's good people. Shout out Hayden.
Hayden's
What
really
the
good.
hell is going on with that shit?
Hayden
Funny,
for
he was
another
just talking about Chrome. It's dog shit. Like I'm literally looking at the screen right now.
Yeah, man. You're probably going to have to restart your computer. That's what I had to do because it crashed my whole fucking
shit.
computer.
I'm legit looking at a fucking black screen right now.
Yeah,
I think it got to be an ISP because I'm on Chrome in the UK. No problems.
Hold up.
Oh,
I'll
that
be
happened to me earlier
got to be an
today.
ISP.
All right,
No,
well,
Streamlabs
Okay.
seems to like as time goes on,
Get
run
worse.
worse. Run a lot worse.
yes. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
Here we go. Hayden for another 20. My favorite part of ISOM 2 was when ISOM... I don't want to read any spoilers, but I think this is sarcasm.
No, I think it's going to be very sarcastic, and I think you're going to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite part of ISOM 2 was when ISOM worked with Abraham Lincoln to kill Dracula. and then went back in time to help George Washington win the American Revolution. The troop rallying speeches ISOM gave was simply inspiring.
That was my favorite part as well, Hayden.
Yes, that's good stuff. Yeah, we definitely like that's the way to do it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. All right, we got Puerto Rico's back and Do-Rag Rippa's back. Okay, there we go.
Here's a name that we haven't heard in a while. Flayed Air Flanley.
Flayed Air Flanley.
Hell yeah.
For a 20. Hi, it's been a while. Hell Rippa, Chuck, and Nerdaholic. All so spelled ALL space so. Also 119. Oh wait, 99. Fuck 911. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Flayed Air Flanley.
Flayed Air Flanley, like Beardo's actually the one that made Flayed Air Flanley a thing. The way you kept saying, you kept saying his name over and over again, and it kept getting more and more aggressive.
Flayed Air Flanley.
Yeah.
Butter biscuit for $10.
Sorry, hold on. Eric, are you just cosplaying Roadblock today?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know I was doing it.
Did you see him last week? He didn't want to dress up, and he just put a RK Outpost hat on, and he's like
Netflix
tokenized.
Netflix
presents Ryan Kennel.
That's pretty good.
Butter biscuit for $10. Hey Eric, do you know the name of the trailer music for the teaser trailer? Not the full length trailer, but the teaser.
The teaser,
the teaser music.
I had to grab it too. The trailer is completely custom. That was we got an actual composer to do that. That's why it's so fucking. That's why it goes like perfectly with
So
everything.
good too, man.
Yeah.
The music's fantastic.
Oh yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Oh,
and I'll give a shout out to incredible Mr. E for the pretty badass.
Yeah, I know.
Brian and
T-shirt
That
one.
is awesome.
Yeah, as Hamster is pretty good. It's
That
pretty
is good. That is really
So
good.
shout out-
I know
That's
Krista and
that's
Steph are liking that one.
Kids comic right there.
Yeah.
That's your
I love
kids
it.
comic.
All you need is a villain that has some sort of hallucinogenic gas.
Yeah,
and you can produce all sorts of little wonderful Easter eggs for people with that sort of stuff.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, shout out to incredible Mr. E, man. It's good. It's awesome.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Good stuff.
There you go. Black Girl Magic for $10.
God.
Took no time at all.
That didn't take long.
All of you Alabaster Mun Keys better not be using my name in vain. Also, Jeremy, could you please remind Ryan to give me a call? He hasn't made his next pegging appointment.
I'll let him. I'll let him know. I'll let him
Savage.
know.
JS
That's why he isn't here
Pena.
tonight.
That's why. JS Pena for a 199. Who wins in a fight, Captain America or Bane?
Captain America.
Captain America.
Captain America.
That's a pretty
Also
good
beats
question.
Batman.
There you go. Black Girl Magic for a 2. Hi, Epic Mike.
Hi.
How's it going? Hypnotic for 10. What's up, Hypnotic? We need a WWE match. Diverse Mike versus Fear the Corn. Let's go.
I'll win that one. Sorry.
I was happy you guys started fighting so quickly. I'm like, we need more of this on main event, man.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Jay's saggy orangigantan titties for a 199. Heading to College Station this weekend. Gig 'em.
Gig 'em.
Yeah, we don't have Melanie here.
Yeah, we ain't got Melanie here. Melanie will be back. Shout out to Melanie Mac.
Goji the King for $10. This is the weirdest Brady Bunch ever.
Pretty much. I mean, have you seen
Sure,
FNC?
Sure, Jan. Yeah.
Bruh for $5 says bruh.
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's
Goji
what
the
he
King.
does.
Bruv.
All right, Brock for $2. If only I had money for memberships.
Oh,
Brock?
Sorry, Brock.
Wait,
what
that's
he said.
Brock?
Brock for $2 says if only I had money for memberships.
When did Brock send that?
Tonight.
Because Brock is
It could be satire.
Because Brock Brock dropped a lot. He dropped 100 and something yesterday. So we'll see.
Nate the Lawyer for $10. How bad do you think the Marvels will do, and what do you guys think about Feige now moving over to Star Wars?
He's not moving to Star Wars.
It's not
happening.
It ain't.
The Marvels will do very poorly. Very poorly. I was just looking at some Twitter stuff right now from their opening in Vegas or whatever. It looked like Vegas because I think I saw the sphere in the background. And there's no actors there for this big opening, and Kevin Feige's pleading for people to come, and it sounded pretty sad.
Well, when you
Gonna
say
be sad.
pleading, yeah, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans. Thank you very much.
Thanks to the fans. Oh, remember us. Oh, you remember the fans. Wow. When you need fucking money, you remember the people who gave it to you for decades and told you, hey, we don't like what you're doing. We'd like to continue giving you money. And you told us to fuck off. So we did.
Yep. Really quick, Krista wanted me to remind everyone that this Sunday on Geeks and Gamers Play, she has organized a big stream for it's going to have me, Ripa, Dan Vask. I know Fear the Beard is going to be there commentating. Johnny 64. I don't remember who else.
Was Cogman gonna be there?
No, Kongman. I don't think he could make it this time. But there's several other people that's going to be there. Chris is not here to give me all the names, but we're going to be having a professional Smash Bros. Player that's going to basically beat the living shit out of all of us at Smash Bros. And we're talking like this dude's top of he's one of the best players in the United States of America. He's friends of Krista's. And so we're all going to try. Melody Mac's going to be there. We're all going to try our best to not get beat up as bad as the others. But yeah, we're all going to be there, and it's going to be pretty fantastic. He's one of these guys that they fight like underneath the map. I don't know. I don't even understand. I don't even understand how it's possible. I've seen some of the highlights. He's traveling right now in tournaments, and he is truly one of the best people, best players of Smash in the country, maybe in the world. But that's going to be happening on Sunday on Geeks Gamers Play, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. So make sure you subscribe to that channel. And that's a channel we're doing all of our gaming streams over there, by the way, moving forward. So if you want to check us out for video game plays, make sure you subscribe to Geeks Gamers Play.
We should have Gary fight him too.
Shut up.
Wouldn't want to make him look bad. Right?
Wouldn't want to embarrass him. Wouldn't want to embarrass him.
Gary playing Smash.
Does Gary have a Switch?
That could be the halftime show.
I think
No,
Gary does have a Switch.
I don't have a fucking Switch.
You don't?
Aw.
All right.
Why the hell would you not have the best-selling video game system of all time?
We're gonna
Because
need
I
a
have- because I have
$300
the
super
best
chat.
video game system of all time. It's called the personal computer.
Okay, first of all,
let's
first
go.
of all, the fact that you called it the personal computer proves you're not a PC gamer.
PC supremacy.
PC Master
All right.
Race. Yep.
We need a
Yes,
Switch
there's-
fund for
there it
Gary.
is. There it is.
$300 super
There we
chat
go,
to
Ed.
get Gary a Switch.
Nintendo Switch is the GOAT. All right, Nintendo
It's my
Switch
light.
is the GOAT.
There you go. My line.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Shut up.
That's the OLED one, by the way.
My
OLED,
kid said
yep.
something like that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
I
Switch
need
is.
a
I don't think the
Portable
Switch.
PC. He needs a portable PC. That's what he needs.
Steam Deck.
Yeah, Steam Deck.
It's an ROG, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. I'd do that.
There you go. Yeah, you can play anything on this thing, man. It's
Yeah,
pretty
right.
good.
And the
I
Switch
couldn't see
probably
anything on it. But.
Switch probably will not be the best-selling console of all time. I think it'll probably end up third, or no, second. It'll be second to the PS2 when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Depending on when Nintendo decides to release it. By the way, and
I have
I'll
a
talk.
PS2.
Thanks, Gary. So I just want to say really quick, in true Nintendo fashion, on a fucking random ass Tuesday with no build-up whatsoever, Miyamoto decides to tweet out, "Hey, it's Miyamoto working on a live-action Zelda movie." You're like, what? What? Like, this is how they break the news. They could have done a Nintendo Direct, could have pulled hundreds of thousands of people watching. In true Nintendo fashion, Miyamoto just randomly like, "Yeah, hey, Miyamoto here. We're working on a live-action Zelda movie." Like, what? This is fucking huge.
It would be funny if he wasn't like
Live action Zelda, huh? Well, see you later.
Nope.
It'd be funny if he like literally wasn't supposed to tweet that, and he just like,
Just felt like, I'm bored. I've got nothing to tweet.
Off of
bullets
Blood
in
Ice,
people's
he's
minds.
like, man, fuck it. They got Twitter open. And he's like, shit, man.
He's just sipping it. He's like,
It's fucking out.
It's the most random shit ever, dude. Like, it makes no sense. Like, here it is right here. This is Miyamoto. I've been working on a live-action film for Zelda for many years now. You're like,
With
what?
Avi Arad? Oh, no.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but honestly, Nintendo has involvement in it. That's all that matters to me. And he says as much. He says that right here, the film with Nintendo itself heavily involved in the production. It will take time until its completion, but I hope you look forward to seeing it.
Cheers.
What a fucking
I think
weird...
Avi would love to stick it to Marvel, though.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
here's what's crazy. They're working with Sony on this as well.
Well, yeah, because Avi's involved. So
Yeah. So Nintendo and Sony teaming up to work on this live action Legend of Zelda movie. Now my worst nightmares are starting to become true though, because this is some of the fan art that people are sharing right now.
Oh no.
Good lord.
Oh no.
Oh, please
That
no.
looks
Yeah.
like shit.
I-
Oh my god.
Nope.
No.
I just can't. I can't even.
I can't wait for all the, oh my god, Link is like a trans allegory.
Yeah. That's. But we'll see. I mean, honestly, I wish we could just go back in time and get Orlando Bloom from the Lord of the Rings days to play Link. You know what I mean? That would have
some
been
of
perfect.
the de-aging.
Hey, let's go, Orlando Bloom. Let's go.
De-aging.
Do it.
No.
Let's go.
no, it didn't look that great in The Hobbit, and that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Looks like he just got bow ties.
Good point.
Well, they get a YouTuber to do it, and it'd be far better than anything Hollywood can
This
give
is
us.
true.
So
Probably,
I've seen
yeah.
that 1,000 times, but yeah, but we'll see. I'll talk more about that. But it's just so fucking retarded that, and I think you're right. Like, it'd be funny if he wasn't even supposed to.
That would be fucking hilarious.
He's like, I don't care, man.
Literally the most legendary game developer of all time just randomly gets on Twitter to him.
Yeah, he just has access to it on his phone. He's drunk and he's like, "Fuck." Yeah. And then now they gotta run with this shit.
Yeah,
he's been on the sake. He's been on the sake. You know,
what are you gonna do? Tell me no. Yeah,
it's so weird, man. Because I follow an account called Wario64 who's really good with all the gaming stuff, and he retweets this. And I'm like, I have notifications on for Wario64, and I see this. I'm going, what the fuck is this? What the fuck am I seeing? This is Miyamoto? What? I had to check it. I checked it like 5 or 6 different sources. I'm like, this can't be real. This has got to be a troll. It wasn't. So yeah, wild. Nintendo though, that's what they do. You'll beg Nintendo for something for like 10 fucking years, and they're like, no, fuck you. And then randomly Miyamoto shows up on Twitter. Hey guys, I'm making a fucking Zelda movie. What?
Here you go. All right. See you later.
See you later.
Jay,
no, you could imagine Hideo Kojima just going, "Hey guys, by the way, we've got a Metal Gear film coming out in a week's time." Like, what?
I know. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It makes no sense.
Jay's saggy orange Ugandan titties for another $1.99. Says black girl magic. Lock it in. Yay.
I think I might know who that account
is. We know who it is.
Hi, Fear the Tardo. How you doing, dude?
How's it going? Kevin Cron for $2. Welcome everyone to FNT. Gary and Az on the panel.
That's right. Tuesday Night Tights tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Gabriel for $10. Congrats to my good friend Chuck Dixon. The success is deserved. I am proud to be part of the Rippaverse. I can't wait to laugh when people ask, what is your favorite part of Alphacore?
Was that Gabe Al-Taib?
Yep.
Oh, shout
what
out
up, Gabe?
Colorist of Item 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
And 3. Shit.
Shout out.
Wait, there's an Item 3?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
We're like almost 80 pages in, man. We're fucking rocking, bros.
What's your favorite part of it?
What's my favorite part?
Dude, I've bought like a ton of indie comics from a lot of people, like Comics Gate, and Anna did her thing, and that Umbrella guy. I've never been asked about any of them.
Yeah,
not once.
Yeah, it's a me thing. It's like even the whole what's your favorite? It's such a weird question because it's like I've been part of this fucking fandom shit. I've never heard anybody ask that question of anybody from unless they were trying to suggest that you didn't you weren't an actual fan or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever heard someone ask that weird ass question.
Yeah, it sounds like
even if you did answer it, they're just gonna.
Well,
say,
that's what happens.
Oh,
I mean, you answer it, and then it's like, well, fuck you. You didn't answer. It's like weirdos.
Yeah.
Headcase Laboratory for $10. First off, I want to say hello, guys. Secondly, thank you, Chuck and Rippa, for the amazing work. I just dropped $208 for the cover D and graded D, an A poster, and a T-shirt. I can't wait to read it.
Bro, shout out, man. Thank you so much, man. Hell yeah.
Dude, that cover D is fucking delicious.
Mark Evans is he's such a killer painter, man. I got it. Have I even showed it off? Yeah. It's so good, man. Cover D, it's Mark Evans painted cover. Oh man, it looks so fucking good, man.
Hell yeah.
Realism approach, but shout out Mark Evans, man.
Look at that. Brock for $5. If only the stream started on time, this chat wouldn't be so gray.
Who said that?
Brock.
Brock? Damn it, Brock. Where you just keep teasing.
Come on, Brock.
Where are you at, Brock? I know you're ready. All right, Brock. I know
what's
you're
your favorite part of Item? Do a monster super chat to tell me.
He kept teasing it. He likes to he'll basically when he'll come in, he'll go, hey, what's half of 100? 50, and then he'll get 50 get the memberships. So
wow.
That's awesome.
Jared the American for a $1.99. Hail to the chat, hail the fellowship, and congrats, Eric.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jared. Animate Chains for $10. Elitism is for people who aren't actually elite. Excellent description, Ripa. That is profound.
Yeah, no, that's what they are. There's a bunch of it's elitism, but none of those fuckers are elite at all, and they're terrible.
Hypnotic for another 10. Chuck Dixon is one writer who was not worried about being replaced by AI. I wonder why.
Because he's Chuck fucking Dixon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Dog Gamer for $2. Vara Dark / Melanie Mack. Tuesday night's main event crossover when?
I like Vera Dark. Yeah, I don't know her very well, but I mean I know of her channel and think we've interacted a little bit on social media, so
she's
definitely
nice.
get her on.
Sideways.
She's nice.
Yeah, she's cool.
Sideways Stan for $2. That intro was fucking awesome. Go Rippaverse.
Hell yeah.
Lucas Garrett for $10. I've been a big fan of Chuck Dixon's work since he wrote TEAM 7 back in the 90s. I have every confidence in him taking on Alphacore. The Rippaverse is in good hands. Young Rippa chose wisely.
I appreciate you, man. But yeah, it's fucking Chuck Dixon, man. Yeah.
Guy Incognito dropped 5 gifted memberships. Dom dropped 5 earlier. The Real Smile Bit dropped 10 gifted memberships. By the way, Real Smile Bit. So the ones that I don't know if we've got the situation worked out yet, but Real Smile Bit dropped 50 gifted memberships on our life channel last week. We did register the refund that you got as well, and the reason is because it's weird. Now, Gary, I don't know if Gary or Az, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but so we had just got the gifted memberships implemented over there, and he dropped 50, but it didn't give anybody any memberships.
Oh.
And then he did verify with me, confirm with me that he did get YouTube refunded him. And then we also got it showed the refund on our end as well. Like it didn't, give us the revenue, but I've never seen that on any of my other channels. And I think it was just because we had literally had just gotten approved for it right before the stream went live. So I guess that's what it was, but we haven't been live back over there since that stream on that channel. So I'll keep you posted, but that's pretty weird that happened.
I think Dougie B is trying to flex over on Kick. He says, "What's up, Brock?" and then dropped 30 gifted subs over on Kick.
Damn.
So Doug B and Brock like to have $50 conversations on Cobra Cast.
I'm sure you're gutted, mate. I'm sure you're fucking mortified.
It really bothers me. It really hurts. And this is why, again, I don't mean to do this with Ripa here, okay? But this is why he didn't show up to Party Animals last night, because I got a few $50 super chats on Cobra Cast, and I know he was intimidated because that's what success looks like, $50 super chats. And clearly Ripa was like, this guy's making more money than I'll ever see in my lifetime. And so he didn't show up to Party Animals, and I hate to call him out like that. But I did let Kara win since she was representing Rippaverse, so you guys would have some type of win yesterday. I like you guys. I want to see you succeed, so I'm here to help. So I'll send you a PayPal, Rippa.
Head Case Laboratory for another 10. Geek culture was meant to bring together all types of people in a fun community, regardless of who they were. True geeks welcome people with open arms into their communities. Thoughts, everyone?
No, I mean, I think that's what Gary said earlier was perfectly. I think it was perfectly stated by Gary, and that my entire life, if I've ever talked about some shit, whether it be sports, whether it be movies, video games, comics, if somebody randomly starts asking me for more information about that, I've always wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The moment somebody walks up and tells you, hey, the thing that I'm not interested in, that you're interested in, your thing needs to change so that I can be interested. And it's like, go fuck yourself. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. And that's where that's where the gatekeeping line becomes. It's like once someone that has no interest in what you're doing, once they start to dictate all the things that need to change for the very thing that you love for them to care about it, that's when they can go fuck themselves. And that's where the gatekeeping begins.
Hollywood and the comic book industry thought they could reinvent the story to fit the world that they wanted to live in, not the one that actually exists.
Yes.
That's what the activists have done. And that's a big distinction, I would say, between us and our detractors. Our detractors see the world for what they think it should be.
Yep.
And then there's those of us who just see the world for what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good and bad for what it is.
Absolutely.
You can't reinvent the story. The story is the story. Good stories. The modern audience will always love good stories. The past audience will always love good stories. The present audience will always love good stories. When they stop being good stories, people will stop reading them. And if you're lucky, they'll tell you why. If you're fucking lucky, Hollywood comic book publishing never saw that as an opportunity with so much criticism. And that's why we're in this new era of quote unquote toxic fandom. And they drove away their customers, and their customers just went to manga and anime.
Yeah, and I don't know any specifics. I'm planning on watching it. Krista, if she's not here, but she's probably in the chat. But I think I have like 20 episodes left to catch up on Attack on Titan, and I've heard the ending is fucking
atrocious.
Phenomenal. So you heard it was atrocious?
Yes.
Really?
I've heard it's atrocious.
Lethal
Really?
Lightning hates it. Yeah.
Well, Lethal Lightning hates every fucking
He hates
thing.
everything except for Brie
Lethal's
Larson.
Okay. He bitched when I play Titanfall. He bitched when I play Call of Duty. He bitched when I play Fortnite.
Oh yeah, you can't count his video game takes. I'm talking about his anime. His anime takes are like fucking top notch though.
But
like,
I've heard a lot of people were saying that a lot of people say it.
I've heard him. They've come to me. They tell me these.
A lot of people. But I do want to see it just so I can, because my thing was I personally I checked out on Attack on Titan. Like after the first couple of seasons, I loved the first half of it probably. I started to check out on it the more that they explained every fucking little minute detail of all the mystery, and it I didn't like where they were going. I also didn't like the animation shift that they made. I didn't like that at all. Now I know why. I guess they had to switch animation studios for the animation change, but I checked out on it. But I'm at least interested now that it's officially ended, and I guess this is like the 5th time that they've officially ended it now. But apparently this is the definitive end. Yeah. I want to check it out and see.
Yeah, this part 4, part 2 was definitely the ending. They said so.
Okay. Yeah, the animation change was.
Wait a minute. What, part 4, part 2? Did you just say part 4, part 2?
He did.
Yeah, they had it was like the ending part 4, and it was like broken into 2 parts and shit. Yeah. They just kept being like, yeah, it's the end. Part 4. It's gonna end eventually.
Part 2.
So,
part 2.
Part 2. Yeah.
Of the part 4 ending.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this. It's kind of like explaining.
Checks out.
It's kind of like explaining the episodes of Star Wars to someone that doesn't know Star Wars. Like, wait, what?
I know, right?
Episode. Wait, what? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyway, go ahead, Az. What were you saying though?
The first season of Attack on Titan, I thought was outstanding.
Fuck yes.
And then I thought the second season was abysmal.
I'm trying to remember because see, I went through it so quick. You know how when you watch a season when it comes out and you follow it, you can easily kind of dissect which season was which or what. When you just watch something, the binge model, when you watch it all the way through, it's hard to kind of remember. It's like how I was a late bloomer on Game of Thrones, so I didn't watch it when it came out. I caught on to it after everybody kept telling me to watch it. So I just went through Game of Thrones, and I can't really remember what season was what, because I watched it all together. Where something like Stranger Things, I watched that when it released, so I can break down oh yeah, season 1 was fantastic. I like season 2 more than most people. Season 3 is dog shit. Season 4 is pretty good. So, but I can't really remember what season was what with because didn't they have half seasons on Attack on Titan?
Yeah. Because some of season 2's good, but half of it is just absolutely dread, and that pulled me out. And then I started to watch the beginning of season 3, and I was just like, I don't get. I kind of lost interest.
Yeah.
Here's somebody broke down.
I saw it. Yeah. Here.
That's legit. That's
season
really how
1,
it is.
Season 2, season 3, part 1, season 3, part 2, final season part 1, final season part 2, final season part 1, and final chapters part 2. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
This is why I don't really. After you say you loved per season, I'm like, I agree, and you go, season 2 was dog shit. I'm like, I don't remember.
Was that season 3 part 1? And now I'm just like,
I don't remember. I
Nope.
don't remember. Oh man, Gary looks like he's playing a video game. He looks really confused now that I broke that down.
No. I was just like, why not start going to 33 and a third and season high, season squared? It gets ridiculous.
100% of
That's funny. That's good.
TNME does do that a lot, though.
It does.
All right, Flayed Air Flamley for another 50.
Flayed Air Flamley
for a 50. So sorry guys, had my dad in the hospital and my sister had a DUI. I've had my handful, but love everything all this fellowship does. Makes my day better because y'all have mostly replaced my mainstream entertainment. So thank you.
Hey man, thank you. Sorry to hear you're going through
Thank
some
you,
shit,
yeah.
but we got your back, and you got streams all the time between all of everybody on this channel. We got streams galore, and hopefully we can keep your mind off some of that stuff.
Working on the entertainment stuff. We'll get you.
That's right.
We got you.
Shout out. Thank you, Flayed Air
fam.
Flamley. Sophie for a 5. 7th day into my trip with a fever. Fuck my life. Jeremy, why Samus helmet in the corner? How dare you? Hail the 199 and the fellowship.
You mean why no Samus helmet in the corner now?
No,
is that what
it
they're
just says
saying?
why Samus helmet in the corner.
It's not there anymore, though. It used to
Where
be
is it?
right there.
It's
It's in the
hallway.
Yeah, it's in the hallway now. Just because it was like we were recording something and I wanted to have it set up there, and it just looked really good. So plus,
How's my Superman doing?
Superman's doing good. He's sitting there looking awesome. That's a bad. When are you coming? Have you decided yet?
Whoa.
December.
Oh, damn! Beardo got excited when I said that.
He's like, what?
So did
Who said it?
As had the reaction, I was like, wait, what? Huh?
I mean, soon, like within a month and a half, I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be
Nice.
Gary will be in Orlando, hanging out. Probably going to be at Universal.
with Mrs. Nerdrotic and my son.
That's right.
Hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be
Maybe even
awesome.
both my sons. That would be crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's rad.
Be fun. A little family trip. Go pick up Supers.
We got to record Gary on Velocicoaster.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
Velocicoaster.
that'd be great.
Velocicoaster.
Dude, I'll write it again
Very
if you want to record. That was. I don't get scared from rides. Like I've done the Big Shot. I've done all kinds of shit. That was a proper fucking
It's
crazy.
great. It's a great
And it's
coaster.
because you lift up in your seat, dude.
Yeah.
And I know that's part of the ride, but you're like, oh shit, am I gonna fly out of this thing?
Yeah,
You know,
Velocicoaster ain't no joke.
That's
It
what
is
new
no
coasters
joke.
do. That's what new coasters do really well. Like back in the day, it was all about the forces on you. Now it's about like being on a ride that wants to throw you off. And Velocicoaster does that great.
Yeah. Did you ride Hagrid, the roller coaster, the Hagrid roller coaster?
No, we
Did you
didn't do
ride
Hagrid.
Actually,
Hagrid?
Terry.
No, we
I'm in
didn't.
full theme park lingo now. Because
Okay,
like,
no.
yeah.
I want it.
let's
I
go.
wanna
Let's go
back.
ride Hagrid.
I want to go there during the holidays, right? I want to see all the Christmas decorations. I want to go see Hogwarts. I want to go ride Hagrid. That's right.
I rode Hagrid 5 times
You're a winner,
today.
Gary Murr.
Is it just me, chat? Can you help with this? Is it just me, or does Pistella look like Misha Collins?
Who? What the
It looks
fuck are you
like-
talking about?
Doesn't he look like Misha Collins?
What? Who?
Who? He tried to say Puerto Rican pistol.
Puerto
arrow.
Rican Pistolero?
Oh, good lord! Who? I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I was looking in the chat. I was scrolling through
He
it. I was
kind
like,
of does. He kind of does. Yes, he does. You can definitely cosplay. You can cosplay as him for sure.
Castiel from Supernatural. You can.
Yeah,
He
I
absolutely
feel like I've
does.
actually heard that before, though. I feel like somebody's told me that before. You're not the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Did you finish Supernatural? I never finished it.
Just say Rolo.
Supernatural is just
Doesn't Rolo
so
look like
many
Misha?
seasons.
Can we take two?
I never finished it. I got
Chat,
to-
help me with this.
season
Doesn't
5.
Rollo look like Misha Collins?
It's
What
done.
did
As
What
it
did
is
you
done.
call him though?
He called
We
it
called him the president.
It was gibberish.
I mean, I committed. He didn't stop. He just
Don't speak Spanish, okay?
as it hasn't had a carb in 6 months. So I mean, maybe just get to him.
They look. I give him like Nelson defeated the Spanish Armada. He doesn't have to learn Spanish. Like that's okay. Like I respect it.
Thank you.
No. No.
Fuck them Spaniards.
They sucked. They really did back then.
No.
We came in. We just brought them all in. We just curved around them, brought them all in, fucked them up.
Yeah.
By the way, I've just come off a 24-hour fast. That's why I've been stuffing my face during this stream.
Nice.
Did you? So you stopped drinking soda cold turkey?
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
has that had any effect, like in terms of like?
Yeah, I want to kill myself.
No, it has a huge effect. That's you will drop the most weight by just simply stop drinking soda.
Absolutely. So
Soda is the worst thing that you can put in your body.
About a month ago, and I've drank a lot of soda my entire life. About a month ago, I've stopped. I only drink one soda for lunch now, and I just drink water the rest of the day. And but I was told by my family, like, hey, don't stop completely because we know how long you've been drinking soda. Because I was going to stop completely. They're like, just make it a process.
What? You don't drink coffee. You don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
So it's the caffeine addiction. Yeah, because you'll get headaches for like.
Yeah. That's
but
exactly.
It won't be a week though. That'll be it. And that caffeine headaches, they'll go in a week.
You're good.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass, but
because I kind of want to stop drinking. I want to stop drinking
soda
water
and then
completely.
Make a little espresso, dude, every day. It's a really strong coffee, but it's like a shot, and you just take that. And that'll fight it off, and you'll have lots of energy for a couple of hours, especially if you didn't drink coffee. Espresso, a little espresso.
Yeah, because I lost like 10 pounds in like just a
cutting out
couple
sugar
weeks.
will fuck you up, but it's really good for you. So
yeah, because I want to
processed sugar. It's processed sugar.
Yeah,
I mean, you want to
processed
cut down sugar, but you want to definitely remove processed sugar.
Yeah.
Which is.
But you stopped you stopped energy drinks, soda, all of that.
Alcohol, soda, energy drinks, fast food.
It's almost as impressive as what Rip has done. I ain't bullshitting. Like stopping all that at one time is not easy, bro.
Where's my $6 million fucking dollars?
I know.
I was gonna ask Rip if I could borrow some money. Is it that time?
Best time, actually.
Dude, can you spot me a 10? I'm good for it, bro.
No, that is impressive, as.
I just need to get
how long's it been?
We're actually, I think December the 1st is going to be a year without energy drinks.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
And then 10 days later, it's going to be a year without soda.
Woo, fuck yeah.
That's impressive, awesome. Man.
And booze, right?
Booze isn't far behind. Booze is only like a couple of weeks after that. Then it's a year without booze.
Hell yeah.
I get my 1 year coin.
Really nice. I got a 1 year coin for you. I'll give it to you.
I haven't heard it, but do you mind saying how much you lost already?
I've lost 90 pounds so far.
Fuck yeah, man.
Hell
yeah.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
That's badass, man. That's respectable as hell because that's a.
I'm also impotent and lost all my hair.
Everything's straight off, brother.
They're like, wait, are we supposed to laugh?
All right. Anyways, Mike Hill for $5.
Everybody paused like Gary paused when he was saying.
We're like, how are we supposed to process that?
It's like, the balls. It's like, wait a minute. It's like we know it's a joke, but you hear anything tampering with your twig and berries, and it just makes every man go, oh. It's like when you see another dude get kicked in the balls, every guy goes, "Oh!"
Nobody
God,
cheers that shit on, bro. Nobody cheers that on.
Nobody.
Hey, if you do have problems in that department, guys, just play RoboCop because that game gets your fucking dick hard. It's that fucking good, you know.
Bro, Razorfist just kept talking about how hard he was the whole time he played it. He was like,
He's like,
I have a boner under this table.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah. Awesome.
Should I play that game as? Because I love RoboCop. Okay.
Oh yeah, you are just RoboCop. I mean, legit.
Yeah.
All right.
Even got Pete Weller doing the voice.
The hell yeah, I'm in.
It sounds so fucking.
He was in Sons of Anarchy too. It was badass, and he was in Sons of Anarchy. It's so funny. I'm like, fucking
Bonsai.
RoboCop's in Sons of Anarchy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You will be in trouble. My
Beardo's
lips
waiting.
Like
Beardo, this is what it's like to be on Friday Night Tights.
This
is what it's like.
Every
time you talk,
I just wait for him to open his mouth and then I'm going to go again.
No.
It's literally what he does.
So what did you think about
Beardo, what I do is I just start reading the super chat. I don't give a shit what they're saying, okay? Or me.
Mike Hill for $5. Well, Az, just shut the fuck up and let Beardo read his super chat.
No.
Never.
No.
Mike Hill for
And if
$5.
I find out who that Beardo guy is, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind.
So you're gonna find out that Az can't shut up. Okay, it's physically impossible for him. Just roll
Jeremy
right
asked
over him.
me a question.
Okay, and we got
Mike Hill for $5.
That's how you do it, Beardo.
Jeremy, show us some of that black girl magic. Got anything to say about that, Az? No? All right. Ministry of Wrong Thinking for $10. Chuck, can we get
Actually,
an Az
since
as
you brought it
Azrael?
Just keep going, Beardo.
Ministry of
Power
Wrong Think
through.
for $10. Chuck, can we get an as Azrael parody cover?
Somebody Vector Visuals drew one for
Jimmy
me.
S for $10. Who's the pretty little bedroom feminist?
Hey,
the dude who called out Star Wars Theory.
Oh,
yeah.
Matter of fact, look at this. Theory's right in it now. Somebody's like, well, that settles it for me. Star Wars Theory is probably the worst individual in the entirety of Star Wars fandom. What a dork.
Lord Balin.
Mahler's like, damn, me and TNA Cobra got to step our game up. Welcome to the dark side, Theory, baby. Let's go. He's here. He's in it now. Seriously, man, I was really happy that they talked, and Theory's a good dude. Real stand-up dude, and I know a lot of people, just because of his takes on certain stuff, that they don't agree with, but like Theory's a genuinely good dude. Known him for years, and always had my back. And I bring it up all the time, but it's like he was one of the first people that called me after the Snyder bullshit. Like, he just picks up the phone. Hey, what the fuck do you need? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do you need? And but he's awesome. So I know it.
I need Zack Snyder not to be such a bitch. That's what I need.
I know. Yeah, it was good. It's good stuff. Yeah. By the way, Rebel Moon looking pretty diverse. So, holy crap!
I wanted to be excited for the movie, and then he said, "Oh, it's in the same world as Army of the Fucking Dead."
Yes.
It's like, why don't you throw in Sucker Punch while you're at it?
Dude. I don't know what he's thinking.
Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for $5. How did you guys arrange Chuck's CDC signature series? Did Chuck fly out to sign the books, or did you guys send the books to him? Also, Cover D rocks.
I would imagine you sent the books to Chuck.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Cover D is doing. It's cool.
I don't think Ripper heard the question.
I don't think Ripper heard the question.
Ripper didn't hear the question.
Let me reread it.
I thought you said he was asking Chuck a question.
No, he said, how did you... So, it was Garfield's Bizarre Adventure says, how did you guys arrange Chuck's CDC signature series? Did Chuck fly out to sign the books, or did you guys send the books to him?
No, he came out here.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, there you go.
Got out. There you go.
We'll have some footage and all kinds of stuff. Like, I think tomorrow the team is prepping all that stuff for it. But yeah, he was out here.
I just shared the Vector Visual as Asbats as main cover. Boom.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. That's fucking rad.
Holy shit. Vector Visual.
Oh, shit. Check that out.
Look at that.
Did you see? You probably. I don't have it to share. He just did a meetup poster, and it's planes, trains, and automobiles. But it's me and X-Ray Girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Great.
Dude, that looks
is
awesome.
awesome, dude.
And I love the AZ.
Crazy, isn't it?
Real,
Signal, man.
Yeah, that is badass. Look at that.
Same font as the comic.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's excellent, man. Shout out to Vector Visual.
Cherish that, man. I cherish that.
So
Cherish
good. Yeah.
We have a fuck ton of super chats to go through. Gray goes.
Well, if you stop dicking about telling us and actually read them,
Power through.
Fucking amateurs, man. I'm fucking sick of these things.
Gray goes for $10. My favorite part of ISOM 2 is when ISOM yells at Bloodruth, "Black girl magic!" And also the end credit scene with Tom Cruise dancing in his tidy whities while making cocktails.
Fuck. That's good.
Yeah,
my favorite part,
I can promise Bloodruth she will back there will never fucking say that.
Mountain Mutt for a $1.99. Hail to you, Mr. Dixon. Shout out. Luis CCS for $10. Attack on Titan ending on the manga was bad, but on the anime is fantastic. They expanded and tweaked all of the complaints, and now it's almost perfect. Well,
yeah, so I guess that's that, and I don't know if people what most people are commenting on, whether it's the manga or the anime in terms of what they hated or whatever. But a lot of reaction for that for sure.
Lead Wall for $5. Just got the combo of ISOM 1 and 2 and Alphacore. First comics I've bought since I was a wee little lad, which was far long ago than I would like to admit.
Appreciate you, man. Love to hear the people coming back to comics, man. Get a lot of people that say that they're like, "This is my first comic in a while," and they're getting back into it. That's what it's about, man.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Tomac for $20. I don't know. There was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 and Part 2. Thanks, Netflix.
Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is another big anime that a lot of people are into. Valiant Renegade for 50.
50.
Hail
What's up,
to
Valiant?
the incomparable 199. See y'all tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST for the Disney earnings call. By the way, is this the real Tuesday Night Tights? Yes, this would be the real Tuesday Night Tights right there. So right here, loving it. Yeah, shout out to Valiant. Valiant's been crushing it. Sorry I couldn't make it to your was it your 50,000 sub stream?
Yeah, I couldn't make it either.
But Valiant's doing great work, man. So really happy to see that.
Before I continue, Rolo.
My browser keeps like blacking out on me and I can't see anything, so I'm gonna figure that out. So I guess I'll call it.
That's what mine did.
Until I figure.
It's fucking StreamYard. I'm telling you.
It's StreamYard is weird on this shit, so I've got to figure this out. But you can catch me on Locked Loaded Latinos on every platform. You can follow my beautiful wife and co-host Joe Locked and Loaded on Kick. And she had a kick because I keep getting kicked. That's all I'm thinking about.
Kicked.
I'm getting kicked, so that's all I think about. But yeah, you can catch her there. She had her first stream tonight. It was pretty good, and she's gonna have many more to come. So
Rolo, the real question is, are you playing OG Fortnite with us later?
If I can get this shit to work, then probably. But I'll figure it out. I'll let you know.
If I can get this shit to work, Rolo 2023. If I can get this shit to work. All right, Rolo, good to see you, brother.
I love you, Supernatural.
Hey, right here. Hey, we have a message for you. We got a message for you.
All right, what do you got?
Chris Benoit says, "Don't kick your wife."
Oh no,
Dang.
All right, that's my time to go. That's definitely my time to go.
When Chris Benoit, we got it.
Chris Benoit always looking out for people. That's really good.
And that's good life advice, Chris Benoit.
It really
Thanks,
is.
everybody. Take care.
That's mean. He says that's mean.
Oh shit, dude! I will never ever forget when Chris Benoit trolled our lovely Chrissy on Simpcast. That was Chrissy has never cared more about an answer for a super chat than when Chris Benoit asked for like getting back into the dating scene, and she just gave this passionate answer. The whole chat was just like, no. I like the one with Dan Bass.
Recently single.
Yeah. The one with Dan Bass get drunk 3PO was pretty fantastic. Did you guys see that one?
Yes.
Jay's trying to warn him. He goes, "Shut the fuck up! I want to answer the man." Dan's like, and Jay's like, "All right,
all right, dude."
Oh shit! It's
Black Girl Magic for $2. Beardo, Spider-Man 2 fell off. Thank you for the $2.
100%.
Rec Thoughts for $5. Holy crap! I tuned in just in time for an epic rant. Yes, my day is complete.
Yes.
WJ Valente for $10. Good job, Az. Quitting all of that shit is not easy. Congrats.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Cheers, is.
Mr. 30 Below for $10. Thanks for the laughs. So thanks for the laughs tonight. Tomorrow, I am visiting my dad's grave for the first time since he passed away, so I needed this. Congrats, Ripa, on another successful campaign.
Appreciate
Onward to Yaira, and we will win.
Shout out, man. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Glad we can give you a little bit of time to laugh and not think about all the serious stuff going on.
Absolutely.
Gary's beard crabs for $5. Ripa is my favorite transgender comic creator of color. Hail to the 199, the Fellowship, and don't forget to ban Jay.
Holy shit!
That's comic creator of coloring. Okay.
A lot to unpack in that.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Damn.
That was a lot.
Jay for $10. Ripa, I need that hamster and pigeon comic. As keeps going, you're an inspiration. Jeremy, meh.
That's good. That was good.
Ira Brownridge Jr. for $5. Oh my gosh. Rigger Man Magic for $5. Thank you, Ira.
Now you know why you're reading the super chats, Beardo.
Hey, he's had some interesting ones, but not as bad as Orange Gonton. That's still the worst one. So
Black Girl Magic for $2. Hail Eric July, you're my favorite Ripa. That Norwegian guy for $20. If Gary is a professional gamer, then I'm Einstein.
What's up, Einstein? Equals MC squared, bro.
Andy plays games for $2. Black Girl Magic should be combined with Damn. Doppler Radar for $2. Fire Beardo for selling Spider Woke 2. Thanks for the $2.
Yeah.
Doppler
Hey,
Radar.
did you get Butter Biscuits Streamlabs? They're $10 each. There's 3 of them. Did you get those?
Not yet. I'm not on
Can you-
Streamlabs yet. You want me to knock those out?
If you can check those, because Butter Biscuits at $10. And Dom H just dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Dom. Let's go. Freaking Brock, where are you at?
Come on!
Rock! F5 the chat already. Let's go.
Let's go. Butter Biscuit over on Streamlabs. 3 parts. I just placed my order for ISOM cover C. In all honesty, I haven't even read ISOM 1 or 2 yet. I have them both just sitting on my shelf. I definitely will get to them though. I just like supporting this venture because Ripa encourages me to stop feeling sorry for myself and to lose weight when I was struggling with depression. That's how I got my job as a mailman, and I have lost 78 pounds in the last year. Now I have
man, that's important.
Yep. Now I have a career on top of that. Thanks for your encouragement from your streams, keeping it real. Wishing you all success in the world.
What was his name, Beardo?
Butter Biscuit.
Butter Biscuit.
Butter Biscuit. What's your favorite part of ice?
Nah, man, congratulations on that, man. Like
That's awesome.
Books, man. That's good news, man. I love
Hell
that.
yeah. That's awesome,
there, baby.
man.
Right there.
Yeah.
Within arm's reach.
Look at it.
Butter Biscuit's good people, too. Butter Biscuit's real good people.
Doppler Radar for another 2. Hey, Beardo, Spider Woke 2 is busted. Well, you probably don't have a PS5, you brokey.
Well, why would you want that? It's a garbage.
Brody Moore for $5. First super chat. Love you guys. Thanks for all you do. Shout out to Maticus Finch for getting me on board with all of you guys. Hail the 199.
Hail the 199.
The Gilk. Dude. Yeah. The Gilk Man for $20. Thank you for all that you do. Keep being amazing. We raised $2,300 for the Doug Flutie Foundation. Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Doug Flutie.
Love the Doug Flutie Foundation.
Shout out.
Love Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie's legend.
Yeah.
Former Charger. Carried out the American flag the first game after 9/11. I was
Go
there.
Pats.
There you go.
Love
Pat.
Doug Flutie. Love
Doug freaking Flutie.
Yep.
Let's see. And he finishes with saying, y'all are inspirational as hell. Jeremy, can you please give me a call when you have a chance?
Yeah, Thomas. I hope you're doing well, buddy. And yes, I'll hit you up, man, and check in and see how you're doing.
Let's go Doppler Radar for another $2. L's in the chat for Beardo and his hero Miles Morales.
Fuck shit, dude.
I think that let me look at the list real quick because we're probably gonna we're probably gonna read the rest on the stream. We've got another gaming stream we're gonna do, so we'll do the square up over there. You can go ahead and keep reading, Beardo. I'm just looking to see where we're at.
Christian Rocker for a 199. Did Gary not let Jay on the same stream as him?
No, that was definitely part of the deal. He said no. I'll only show up.
It's in my contract with Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Probably shouldn't have said that, but that's okay.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
Probably shouldn't have said that, but that's okay. I'll talk to you about it later. We'll have our Discord PR firm and join in or whatever. Because we're so organized around here.
Yeah.
Can't even run a stream without my fucking Chrome crashing. But apparently we're so organized. We have all this organization from behind the scenes, from what I'm told. Cerberus dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Mr. Dangs dropped a gifted membership. War Machine dropped 5. Jesus Davila dropped a gifted membership. Clown dropped a gifted membership. And I think we're gonna call
big ups to Clown. Clown, I never got to your $50 super chat on the Real BBC earlier today, but I saw it and I showed it to Eric after the stream. But big thanks to you.
Hell yeah. We did get Chris Benoit. Hi Chuck, big fan. Are you free for another comic? I want to make one about a wrestler who made a mistake but wants to make it up to his son. Hit me up. God damn, y'all. I love the
The internet's a savage place. It just is.
Just no chill.
Need to understand that. No.
It really is. But we're gonna call it there. And we're gonna get the gaming stream over on Geeks Gamers Play, and we'll finish up because I need to get everybody out of here. And I have a long day tomorrow, so I gotta get the gaming stream. We'll probably stream for a couple of hours and then we'll call it a night. Gary, I appreciate you being here. It's awesome having you on here as well. Ripa, man. 760 now, right? Is that where we're at? 760?
Yeah, we're at 760, man. That quick.
Sheesh. Insane, man. I just, it's an honor to be part of it, man. It really is. So anybody got anything they want to plug really quick before we wrap this bad boy up? Steph, what do you got going on?
Follow Geeks and Gamers clips. I'll be uploading a bunch of clips on there for tomorrow. Also follow Geeks and Gamers Life and Geeks and Gamers Plays. Yeah, for daily gaming streams. That's what I've got going on.
And you'll be streaming on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yes, because you're going to be with me, me, and Krista heading to Miami tomorrow for
something
the Trump
really
rally.
special.
So it's going to be awesome. I'm bringing diversity with me. Let's see if Trump builds a wall for Steph. We'll see. We got Epic Mike. What do you got going on, bro?
Yeah, you can catch me on Kick. I'm over there streaming already. Got monetized pretty quickly, like 2 streams. So
hell yeah,
you guys have been awesome over there. So yeah, keep your eye out for there. I might stream either tonight or tomorrow. Keep your eyes open. Thursdays, 1 p.m. Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. We're doing Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. Rudai fucked up and let us fight the Frost Maiden, and we killed her ass in like 6 rounds. And so he's trying to scramble to figure out how to keep the stream going. So that's a good time. Go check it out over there. And keep your eyes on Epicverse. We got some really good shit to show you guys real soon. So we're gearing up to show you guys some really awesome stuff, man. I'm really excited about what we got going on. So
I'm excited too, man. I'm excited too. It's gonna be awesome, man. So everybody's gonna love it. And proud of you guys. Proud of everything you're doing. Beardo.
Yeah, so tomorrow is my turn in the rotation to stream some video games over on Geeks and Gamers Play. So
what social justice warrior game you going to stream tomorrow?
Probably Hogwarts Legacy.
I thought it would have been Alan Wake.
No.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Just let me say one fucking thing. I need to get this off my chest.
Here we fucking go.
I need to get this off of my chest.
Okay, Beardo, go ahead and say what you gotta say.
Everybody. Everybody. Mike, shut the fuck up.
Go ahead. Beardo, do your thing. I'm not stopping you.
Everybody that is saying, what, like, you're a shill, you're a soy, Spider-Man 2 is woke. How dare you spend a single dime on Spider-Man 2? Yeah. Every single one of you motherfuckers played Hogwarts Legacy, okay? Hogwarts Legacy, pronouns, modern dialogue, fucking, none he, she, fucking, it's all they, them bullshit with a transgender fucking bartender. But just because the left wanted to boycott J.K. Rowling, the fucking right's like, oh, we need to support this game, even though it's woke as fucking dog shit. But you guys all fucking played it. But if I happen to enjoy Spider-Man 2 for the gameplay and the combat and the story, oh, it's the end of the fucking world.
Yeah.
It's because you hyped it up as game of the year before you ever played
Where's
it.
the fucking Tylenol?
And also, guess what? You know what Hogwarts Legacy didn't fucking do?
Shout out, Bill.
Let me ask you one question.
Here we go.
What's your favorite part of Item?
Yeah, there we go. Fucking got him.
I'm a fan of the Alphacore.
It's not the same
I like
thing.
the Alphacore.
It's not the same thing, and you know that it's not the same thing.
Mike,
it is worse. Mike, it's fucking
Hogwarts
worse.
didn't
Hogwarts
show up.
Legacy.
And
Hogwarts
they didn't
Legacy
try to
has
fucking replace Harry Potter.
arachnophobia
Shut
mode.
the fuck
if
up.
you are scared of spiders,
if
you are scared of fucking spiders,
fucking
you
IP.
fucking pussy.
It was a fucking
If you're
original
scared of
character.
spiders, you can play Harry Potter with no spiders. You fucking pussy.
You are out of fucking control. It's not
Hogwarts
the same
Legacy has
fucking thing.
arachnophobia mode,
Hogwarts
so if you're
Legacy
scared of
is
spiders,
literally
you can
fucking
play the
an original
fucking
IP
game.
in the
It's for a
Hogwarts
bunch of
universe.
fucking
They didn't
softies,
fucking
a bunch
replace.
of fucking
They didn't fucking
pussies.
replace the main character with another fucking main character that's a
Beardo,
fucking
taking a gay
token.
couple to prom confirmed.
Son of a bitch.
Beardo!
Chris Benoit, save us.
You
Beardo,
wasted
read
your
it.
money, Beardo.
The real Smitty for $100. Preach it, Beardo. Don't let him bring you down.
Alt account. His
Never
Beardo's
would.
alt account.
Never would. Never would.
Beardo's got a lot of money if that's his alt account. Beardo's got a lot of
You think I'm going to give
You're out of
$100 to
pocket.
Jeremy?
Yeah, Beardo, you're out of pocket.
Oh, that was awesome. We need more fighting on this show.
It's true. Follow me on Fear the Beardo on all social media. Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Fear the Beardo on all of them.
Did
mute Beardo?
I didn't play the rest of the game. Did Hogwarts Legacy replace Harry Potter at the end?
That's what I'm fucking saying. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
He's on sabbatical.
Shut
What's
the fuck
going
up,
on? What's going
It's a
on?
fucking sabbatical.
It's
They
no,
said they
because
were
what they're
replacing
doing is the DLC is going to be
The
Miles
writer
Morales
said they were
DLC.
fucking replacing
Accept
him.
it. Accept
The
it. No, the
fucking developer
DLC.
said they were replacing
DLC is
him.
going to be Miles Morales
real
and Peter
fucking
Parker.
see?
Miles Morales are going to be in Spider-Man 3.
Went on sabbatical? Get the
Yeah,
fuck
he
Fucking
did.
sabbatical. They
He
said they were replacing
wants
him.
to fuck
They
Mary
said it was
Jane.
always
He
the
goes, hey,
plan.
listen.
He wants
Peter
to
said,
fuck
hey,
Mary
listen,
Jane.
I do not have time for this. I need to lay the fucking pipe.
He played the pipe with Black Cat in the comics, and he was in the fucking costume.
Yes, he did. He fucked the shit out of Black
he
Cat.
didn't have to fucking retire for
and
that.
he probably had an awesome threesome
And
with
he
Black
didn't
Cat
need a
too.
fucking
And you're
sabbatical
lying.
for it.
You're lying if you say you want a threesome with Black Cat.
I didn't say that he had.
Well, who's the other person?
Yeah.
It's Black Cat's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Is that the deaf retarded black girl that paints on the shit?
No, that's Miles' chick.
With Black
Okay.
Cat, if it's like, you know,
It's the
fucking,
fucking
crazy
wheelchair
showing up or
Spider-Man.
something.
Yeah.
Az wants to yell so bad, but it's late. So
Az wants, yeah. Az is gonna go play RoboCop for fucking 10 more hours.
Yeah.
I gotta get some sleep because I got a fucking plumber coming tomorrow to fix my fucking burst pipes.
Oh shit. Those pipes ain't no joke.
No.
Well, that we need to end this show like that every fucking week. Az, it was awesome having you on, brother. Appreciate you. Let them know what you got going on.
Ripping the silverback tomorrow on
Hell
Eric's
yes.
channel on 30.
Hell yeah, man. That's like I said, I sent a super chat on y'all's first stream. I was like, man, y'all picked a hell of a fucking day to do this. Disney, Marvel falling apart, Rippaverse launching. This is what's up. But I am glad you guys have that show, man. That's really good. And and it just shows like that wasn't anything you guys streamed a couple times and it went well. And now you're like, fuck, Green Dish is kind of how Friday Night Lights started. We're like, hey, come on,
thought,
never gonna leave
I thought
now.
it was. I thought they did that stream because Alphacore wasn't going to sell. That's why they did it. That was the reason that they did it, was because he's like, I need Alphacore to do well.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
And Eric paid me to say that.
Oh man. So tomorrow on Ripa's channel, what time?
1:30 Central.
Yes.
Okay, 1:30 Central. And Gary, what do you got going on?
I'll be with Frank Gore or Al Gore, however you want to refer to him, is fine. Tomorrow at noon, and he's going to tell us all about the Marvels because that will be after the embargo, and it's Hell Week. It's Marvel Hell Week. So right after that, I start working on my video.
I'm going to see the Marvels for Gary for Friday Night Tights. That's how much. That's how much. That's how much I love this dude. So, because
This-
I
this
fucking hate this
As
movie.
Mahler put it, like FNT is going to be a celebration of sorts.
It
so
is.
It is. We've been. It's a long time coming. I've been
Yeah.
making Marvel as Doom videos for quite a while now,
Yeah.
and it happened. Just like I said it would. Just like Eric said it would. Just like Az said it would. Just like Jeremy said it would. It just went down like that. It's crazy. It's like we're psychic or something.
Look at the duality of my mods. Nerd War says Jeremy died for our sins. Camman says Jeremy's going gay for Gary. And so shout out.
I
to
mean,
you
it's
guys.
understandable. My looks are only equaled by my skill at gaming. So
the Chuck Dixon of gaming, Gary.
the Chuck Dixon of gaming. That's me.
Gaming. I fucking love that.
But thank you guys so much. I've got the link for the gaming stream over on Geeks Gamers Play. I'm assuming Beardo, you're going to be there.
Sure.
Rolo will probably join us. I
Are you
don't
sure
know who else
Beardo's going to be there?
so-
Is there like a gay side quest to get
you
some
need
people to
Gary.
prom or something? Or have a
Chuck
deaf
Dixon of
woman
gaming.
spray paint some stuff?
He's actually good at the shooting game, shockingly enough. So I could use
Big
him.
shocker there.
Well, as long as he's shooting cold, hard facts at Republicans, then that's okay.
Let's see. We got him. Got him. But all right, guys, thank you so much. We had a great time tonight. I'm gonna do a cold ending to the stream. So say goodbye, everybody, and we'll talk to all of you later. Go out, support
Adios.
Alphacore. Let's get it to
Shout out.
$800,000.
800K.